Welcome to PBKC streaming live.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Here's what happened on our previous shows. We're streaming live in West Palm Beach, Florida.
3, 2, 1.
Ready?
Here we are.
Yes, here we are. Welcome to PBKC on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. Playing some No Limit Hold'em with the Thursday crew. 1111 North Congress Avenue here in West Palm Beach. Conveniently located right across the street from the Palm Beach International Airport. My name is Mike Jameson, joined today by Mr. Josh, the tall guy.
Hello.
How you doing today, Josh?
Very well, Mike. Thank you for asking.
Hope everybody's doing well on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. It's a nice day outside. Nice and sunny. It's 84 degrees here in West Palm Beach. That's kind of chilly.
It is cooling down, finally. I took some time off and did a bunch of work around my house.
Did you?
Just last week, yeah. Finally, you can walk outside without drenching in sweat right away, you know.
The last time we were on a show, it was the final of the Big Dog, and it took over 5 hours. So
yeah,
we've spent a lot of time together.
Yeah.
We've gotten a break from each other, which was nice.
That was good. You know, I'm sure I smell.
No, I mean,
for a while, you know.
It happens.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us. We got a comedy show tonight. J.J. Walker goes live in the paddock around 8 o'clock tonight. It's going to be a great day with the Thursday crew, and Josh will be calling the action.
Yeah, looking forward to a lively game today. We got Sean in the game. Serge is a regular downstairs. He's new to the game up here. Another player. I know his face, but I don't remember his name.
It happens. You know, I just noticed was missing today is Linnell's not at the table.
Linnell, yeah, really unfortunate. Don't want to get too far into it because I don't know how his personal stuff is. But had an incident, had to go up to Orlando for a death in the family.
Oh, I hope everything's okay. Yeah, we're missing you today, Linnell. Hope everything's okay. Jimmy Summerfeld's checking in. He's saying, looking forward to seeing y'all December 1st.
Yes, sir.
We look forward to seeing you, too, for the Palm Beach Winter Classic. Jimmy Summerfeld, Poker Executives, December 1st through the 12th, broadcasting live final tables right here at PBKC.
Yeah, maybe not 5 hours on the final table.
No, hopefully not.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
But I'm hearing a lot of buzz. People looking forward to that $300,000 guaranteed main event. And there's plenty of different ways to win into that, different satellites, player appreciation points now to the end of November. Plenty of ways to get into that huge $300,000 guaranteed main event, Palm Beach Winter Classic.
The other events, too, there are a lot of buzz about the other events. We've got a couple of 50K events. Players are really excited about the big events.
They are.
You know, not so. I don't think we would run like a big package like this every month.
No.
But when we do run them, they're very excited about it.
They are. I think it's a perfect time, too. It's right after Thanksgiving. right before the Christmas season. I don't think there's a better time of the year, and people are going to want to come to South Florida when it starts getting chilly where they are. So
I agree. It'll still be in the 80s here.
it will.
Oh, April. Torables.
Oh, welcome, April.
Now following. Thank you. Welcome.
Tattoo Guy is watching. Hope you're doing well, Linnell. We're missing you on the show today.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
He is.
I like it. Girl drink. I don't like this. I don't drink drugs. And the only shot that I like.
Corey's on the show today. She pops in every once in a while.
Every
great
now and then,
job.
it's nice to see her torso.
I
every now and
love-
then.
she's just the nicest. She really is.
She really is, yeah. And a pretty fantastic massager, from what I've heard.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Ooh, first time chat from viewer April. Hi, April.
Hey, April. I hope you're doing well.
Is that your emote?
We're both squinting and we're like, oh.
Hey, just catching up with us.
Yeah. Wendy's dealing on the show today, so I know we're going to get a lot of viewers from the Philippines, which is
Yeah.
going to be nice.
It's always welcome and pleasure.
One time for Kenneth Club. You got to play King 9 on the stream. Yeah. Some people don't like to play King 9.
Donkey Bullets, what's up? Welcome back.
Played it earlier for a $500 loan. I like to show love.
Definitely Donkey Bullets. You definitely need to stop working so much.
Why not? Good answer. Very good answer.
Hello, April.
Welcome to the live stream.
Whoa, don't be waving to other people.
That's right. That's right. She looked down. She thought that was me, and she realized it was downstairs.
She realized there's a little bit of bulk to him.
Yeah.
Maybe Marshall.
Looks like Marshall. 30 years ago.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it from here, but Corey's actually lovely in the face.
Oh,
You
she's-
know? she's almost always standing behind the players.
She's in the picture that I put on social media. So
Good.
you wanna see Corey, go to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and follow us, and you'll see a picture. And she brightens up her room. She really does. She's such a nice lady. One of those people that you run across sometimes where you're like, this person is so nice that you think like there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Like, nobody can be this nice. She is that
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Got a basement full of
Yeah, she really is
Yeah.
such a nice lady.
Serge. I thought we were going to get some action out of that because Kim had an ace-8. Serge flopped 2 pair and ended up taking it down with an $85 bet. Not exactly rare, but I did think there was potential there for that hand.
Well, last time Sean was on the show, we're going back 2-3 weeks on a Thursday.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about it ever since. And he just blindly playing.
Yeah.
You know, that was one of those must-see shows
Yep.
where let's hope we get in some real action today. I'm really looking forward to it.
He's you can pretty much count on it today too. April, I don't know if you're subscribing, but we have our own emote. It's our friend Q eating a chicken wing while getting massage at the poker table, and he's eating the chicken wing with a fork.
Wonderful.
It's wonderful. Oh goodness, Serge raised. No, okay. Brett raised. He's got the pocket aces. That's the first time. I'm going to keep count this time.
At least one time so far. So
I have a feeling it's going to happen a lot. It's if history is any
whenever we're on the show together, we see a lot of American Airlines.
somehow it always happens.
That's why we're going to get along so well.
I guess we've used up all of the play of the week sheets.
There's a lot of plays of the week. That's the thing.
We've got a lot of them to go.
Hey, Jay Vassallo says, game looks great. Miss you guys. Be back soon. Yeah, we look forward to you coming back.
Oh boy. He walked his aces into fives. Set of fives on the flop. only an ace on the river would bail him out, but that didn't happen.
High hand.
I don't know if Sean looked at it or not.
What is it? 1,000? Yeah, you got me.
1,000.
Here. Hold on, wait. Just hold it. Give me a count.
He's got two more cards in his pocket.
He's got 2 more cards in his pocket. Torralba.
April Torralba.
Torralba.
Thank you, April.
Thank you, April. And welcome. Hope you are a weekly, multiple times a week stream watcher. We very much enjoy running the live stream and all the participation we get from you guys, as well as the players in the house. Oh, there's, okay. Doggy Bullets is the same emote. Seems good. It's the seems good emote. Seems good.
I'm fine with that.
Strangely okay with it. Oh boy. Okay. Well, we wanted to put the tip box up there on a hook.
We already knocked it down.
It appears that we have.
Perfect.
Well, I guess the stream too. Yeah. No, well, it depends on when it started.
We didn't want to screw those right to the table because the table's so pretty.
It is. It's a nice table.
Serge, though, he's like a mechanic. He's got it hooked up.
He's helping us out. You might just have to sit there and hold the thing the rest of the show.
You know, he would, though, too.
No, he is. Good guy.
Yeah.
Just get it done, you know.
Longtime player downstairs. I believe this is his first time on the stream.
It is.
I got a ways to go.
Heck yeah, I don't know.
That's all you have, just your arm. And it's cocked.
Yeah, we hope to see you next week. It's not a Thursday without you, Linnell.
The same pattern.
Although you don't have to worry about running face first into Sean's hands with
No.
pocket kings.
Might be a good day to be off the show.
Yeah. There it went again. I just heard her tip box drop again, so looks like our fix didn't fix it.
No, we didn't fix it. That's for sure.
Oof. Black Widow. Make it 150.
She gave me the old.
And KC. Not a lot for a lot. Don't suppose you heard my direction right then, did you? Good deal.
It's the best part of being on the show with people that are important. Is that, you know, you're actually handling business while you're on the live stream, which is, you know,
It makes it tough
you're
to focus.
multi-talented,
you know.
obviously.
Yeah. Schizophrenic, ADHD, yeah, same
Yeah.
thing, right?
Exactly.
So if you're watching, share us. Tell all your friends about the exciting poker action you're seeing.
Oh, it's so exciting.
Absolutely.
Thursdays have become, honestly, one of my favorite shows, just because of the simple fact that normally the same group of people, about the core 6-7 people that are here every week, and there's a lot of camaraderie, a lot of laughs.
Yeah.
Marshall usually hosts the show from the table, and it's a fun time. It really is. There's not a lot of talking on our part because they're always talking.
We don't have to. We don't have to.
No,
There's
exactly.
Not a lot of fill time in this
No.
show. But you may hear anything, folks,
You never know what you're going to hear today.
from obscure poker hand references to beaver anus.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
It's hard not to go there.
This
Once the
is,
castor oil pops.
today is a lesson in poker and in life.
in life.
Geo would just like 10-7, sit right there.
also happened to me.
And Steve with the. They said he had 4.
Yeah, Marshall has slid over a seat, it looks like, from his normal chair.
Yeah. So
To let KC into seat 4.
Not to be confused with the guy with the Sunshine Band. That's a different KC.
Maybe. I don't know. You know, I don't know how old this kid is. He doesn't look like he could be that old, you know.
Like, yeah, maybe we have to go around so it doesn't read your card, doesn't read his card.
Raise 50.
Brett makes it 50 with pocket 10s. I saw Q downstairs.
Did you really?
He lost pocket 10s to the aces that Mark had. And that,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I just watched that hand, and it was fresh in my mind. So I had to bring it up and pour some salt in his wound for him, you know.
Of course.
Oh, did they confirm it though? No, I don't know.
Oh, God, Donkey bullets.
I don't know. Figure it out. No, somebody jumped the body out there.
3 players.
You're talking to two bald guys, so
That's
we
right.
we like those kind of jokes.
Yeah. My hairline starts around the back of my head back here. Yeah.
Well, there's
Did they
conspiracy theories.
They
with that.
confirm it's him yet?
Not yet.
That kid Brian Laundrie who killed that girl.
Oh my
But
goodness.
they say they think it was him because they found like personal effects with the body.
Right. No, but they were gonna rise.
Yeah, I don't know about this. They're talking about those, you know. Yeah, we all have the same barber.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the parents.
It was the bald guys here that got me on one of those, like the things you hold in your hand and like the hair
And supposedly
shaver things. It's nice once a week.
Yeah.
Once a week.
I still haven't gotten there yet. I'm,
You gotta get there,
Still
man.
going with the blade.
Yeah, there's enough bald guys here that we're all into those skull shavers now. So
It's people helping people.
exactly. They're talking about Brian Laundrie on the show, the one who's accused of murdering Gabby,
Petito.
and that's the case that's gripped the nation. And also, the good thing about it, it's brought up a lot of missing people and brought them to the forefront, which I think is good.
40.
Yeah.
Let me see it just a skeleton.
It's a little disturbing how many missing people there are.
It is,
you know.
yeah, very much so.
I don't know how quick that body can decompose.
That's got to take.
I've never really been in danger of being taken,
3 players.
Oh,
but
I
I've
mean,
nearly fallen off of several cliffs.
no,
and,
I mean,
you
if you
know.
ask my wife, nobody would want me anyway. So
That's what I hope.
Burrow, when do you like that hand, buddy? Serge, though, Serge got it's basically a gut shot. He's got any 5 for a straight. Just about got there.
oh, 6.
Still,
Yep.
yeah, it's
Coach
just a
Case
gun
at
shot.
3 on the turn. Yep.
Close, coach. Twice as much.
That's pretty fucking.
What?
I could have co-signed onto that plan.
You don't want to get it.
Get it. You bet hog time before.
125.
125.
Hog, if you catch a male that's small, but it's not soft, and you feed him, he'll get. You come back next season, he'll be like 300 pounds bigger. So if you cut him off, then all they want to do is eat. But if you don't allow him to eat, they'll literally eat a human.
Well, that's if another one doesn't kill him, though.
He's
It's-
talking about Doggy the human.
Yeah.
Like, man, this is going in a good direction. I can feel it.
yeah.
I would smother him in like.
Can't go missing if you're live at PBKC.
Throw him in a cage.
That's right, Donkey
You
Bullets.
got it.
Buttons right off the
That's our new
bottom.
logo.
That's why you stay here all the time.
March on your time.
I still think that's too easy.
Better safe than sorry.
Well, that'd be a pretty hard way to go.
PBKC.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Fucked to death by a silverback. It's gonna be rough.
25.
I think I know who's gonna be on top of that.
No.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
Yeah. So, folks, you can see why we don't say much all the time.
It's already started, guys.
Yeah.
It's already started.
I bet that was solved sometime in the Middle Ages. They probably solved that one.
They definitely did that, yes.
Oh yeah.
Raise 85.
You think the bear? Just because the claw. But the gorilla is way stronger than him, though. Yeah.
I don't know.
Pretty close. It doesn't pump bear.
Yeah.
And the gorilla.
I don't know. You sound like you've wrestled a couple bears.
That's why I don't think gorillas are real combat creature. You know, they will
They're-
wreck
they're
you.
extremely strong.
Yeah, but they
Much
would.
stronger than us, but against
Yeah.
like a grizzly bear, like polar bear, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll take the bear.
I had that. I thought they were talking lion. Oh, Surge flopping 2 pair yet again. I thought they were talking lion and bear, and I had that in a micro form. I watched my cat fight a raccoon
Did you really?
in my backyard. Yeah.
Is this something you got on tape or no?
No, I didn't have my phone with me. I wish I did.
Who won the fight?
It was a draw, I'd say. The raccoon ran away. The cat had a big scar on his side. You know, got him, gashed him pretty good.
Wow.
But it looked from their tools, from their toolkit,
Yeah.
it looked like the cat would win that fight.
Okay.
Because unless the coon's holding you, unless you know if he could injure a front limb or something
Yeah.
like that, then it would be just easy picking.
They're really smart though. Raccoons are very intelligent. I'd say that's where the raccoon obviously has the advantage, the smarts. But
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. They're anywhere between 135 kilograms to 220.
Times 2.2.
Yeah, so
400 or 500 pounds, 500 pounds.
350 to 500.
I'm sorry.
these are the important things that we talk about on the Thursday show.
Well,
That's why anything goes on Thursday.
Poker players may be into anything.
Yeah.
You know, just blindfolded that.
So roughly about bears.
So he doesn't just raise blind.
No.
How big is a Kodiak?
Probably 800 or 1,000.
Nah, didn't get to see it.
A lion and a bear would be close.
Okay, so the Kodiak bear is 10 feet tall, 1,500 pounds.
1,500 pounds?
The Kodak.
What's a grizzly? Look up a grizzly.
I believe Kodiak and Grizzly are about the same size. I don't know why I'm getting drawn into this conversation.
I think Kodiaks are actually bigger. I think it's
Yeah.
Kodiak is like a type of grizzly bear, but it's
Right.
a larger variety.
Right.
90 to 440 pounds. So a silverback might actually have a chance to fight a grizzly bear.
There's one way to settle it. Get a capuchin.
Yep.
Get a raccoon.
Yep.
The only reason
There you go.
why I
Yeah.
say
Tattoo Lindell's missing his PBKC family today.
Yeah.
bear is a predator.
As you can see, Linnell, it is exactly how you left it.
Yeah.
Be a predator.
They're discussing whether or not a gorilla can beat up a bear.
Lindell, who you taking, the gorilla or the bear? let's just go there right now.
Right. That's what I'm saying. How do you really know? I think it's a case by case basis.
Because of the claws,
Yeah.
I feel like the bear is going to beat the gorilla.
Yeah.
Like if it's a male silverback, full grown, a grizzly bear, Kodiak bear, I'm taking the bear. Talking about a black bear, I might go to the gorilla.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right. Back to the hog.
Useless knowledge on the Thursday show here at PBKC.
It's fun for the whole family.
If you're enjoying the show, please follow us, like us, and subscribe to us. If you're not enjoying the show, do the same.
Sure.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro.
Oh my goodness, Trevin's making a move.
I would get sadistic.
It might work. It's gonna work.
Think twice about it.
He's got 500. He's raising it about 400 or 500 more. And Kim has only got the one pair of eights.
That's where I got the morphine trip.
I think Trevin's gonna knock her off this hand. There's an old saying around the poker table, though, Mike. Women are the best at spotting bluffs because they're used to men lying to them anyway.
Oh, that happens. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, he got her off the hand.
Yep. Balls of steel. That's what
Trevin's got balls of steel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trevin, whenever I see him on the show, he's a really nice guy, and he was actually on the maiden voyage. First time we ever did a live stream. He was on the table. He played in that tournament. It was a weekend tournament of the Palm Beach Summer Classic. First time we ever went live on this show. And he was on there. He ended up finishing second to Mike Casella.
Mike,
who won
I remember
that
Mike
weekend.
winning, but I didn't
100
remember that was Trevin
Yeah.
that was on there. That's
100
interesting.
It was a $100K guaranteed weekend tournament in the Palm Beach Summer Classic. He was on the show, finished second to Mike.
How about that?
Yeah. So he was on our maiden voyage on this live stream. So always remember that, and he's that's one of the things that you know, as this show goes on for 30, 40, 50 years, he could always, you know, he could always remember that.
Absolutely.
Raise 55.
Back in my day.
Yeah, and we're raping Donkey
Yeah, I'm
Bullet's
sorry
ears
about your ears, Donkey Bullets.
55.
with unuseful information. We sure are.
Yeah, but now that they've got people wanting to play, yeah,
They gotta
open game.
They gotta pay for it somehow. Somebody gotta.
Too good player again.
It's a
Yeah, there's not going to be a lot of play on this hand.
I know.
Brandon, yep.
Yeah, get a bunch of 10 on there. You'll get like 3 or 4 minutes at least.
Deep surges in a lot, but he's been getting the goods a lot, so that explains that.
Miss Beverly Hills.
You can't just play like once a week and then ask me. Yeah, to ask you guys. No, I'm saying me. He's like, I guess you have to play with me more for me to
No,
stick my
right,
neck
right.
out.
That's because people won't let him at the table. It's not that he doesn't want to play. They won't.
I asked him last night, and you know what he told me? Nah, I'm good, but let me know when you go on the stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Raise to 40.
Yeah, that's a thing. The players that play here all the time, obviously, they're on this stream. This is their game. They're here weekly. Now, players want to get in, but unfortunately, unlike what we were saying to start with,
Yes.
you just can't walk in the door and get in the game.
No.
Maybe you've seen him.
They probably recognize you.
He's a younger kid. He always wears a.
There's a lot of people that want to get in, and
There are.
there are regulars in this game that are not playing up here right now.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
not even counting Linnell, who's out of town.
Not Alex,
There's some lightning on this hand, though.
but he's kind of like the same vibe.
You got 3 pocket pairs and King Jack. Kim puts in the big bet.
Yeah, that's right.
Brandon folded the King Jack. 3s are out, or 9s are out from Surge. Yeah, that's everybody.
Bullshit.
That was always the misconception when the show first started, that you could jump in on the Thursday show. And that's changed because
Right.
now we have a regular Thursday show.
Sure.
So to get into this show, you have to talk to guys like Linnell. You have to play down there with this
Coming in,
group.
cowboy.
You know, you can't just come into any of our live shows anymore and just jump in like you used to.
Right. Well, back then it was at that point for the Thursday. I remember the first game we ran, we didn't have Linnell.
No.
Downstairs, I made an announcement through the broom. Who wants to be on the live stream today?
Yeah.
And they raised their hand, and then they have been consistent performers week after week.
We have.
You know,
She froze me, and I was like,
so we've been talking about adding days and
I never seen Alex.
changing our schedule to see. You know, when Noah gets back, we'll kind of iron that out. We may have more opportunities for people to play. We
course,
want as
that's-
many people to play as they want
Exactly.
to play.
If you want to play on the live stream, we want to get you on the live stream.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It's on Netflix. That's why I was watching it. I saw it on Netflix.
I mean, yeah, Clint Eastwood.
Oh, there goes the tip box
And they
again.
kind of, it looks
It's like every 15 minutes it falls.
one of my favorites. Remasters. That's what I was looking for. They just did the same thing with like bunch of basketball games. Wheelchair. Oh, for real?
Oh, did they really?
I didn't even know that. Yeah, it's crazy. They like made it in HD. Yeah. So that's really dope.
I thought you were. Speaking of you, I thought you were bringing it
Raise 60.
Yeah, that's what they don't. A lot of people don't get about a lot of those old films. Almost all the film from after like 1940 or 1950. It's all 4K.
Yeah.
All that old stuff. They had to shoot it big to put it on the big screen. But now you go back through and you digitize it all, and it's all 4K already ready already.
It's all
you know?
it's great. And you're like, how the hell did this come out so good? But
Yeah.
that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like Linnell said. Come see him in the poker room. Game runs 4 days a week. That's how you get on this live show.
Exactly. Told a guy that today. He should be coming in to look you up, Linnell.
Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Yeah, it was all right. It's not as good as everybody else. Everybody else thought it was better than I did.
Brandon, what's that?
I wear a hat. I don't now, but why?
Because I told him last time that
I'll
for
wear
next
the hat. Yeah, I'll wear the hat.
for next stream I'll get everybody a hat.
C-Tech. Just reminds me of C-Tech Astronomy. You ever see the movie Sneakers?
I have it in the past.
Redford. Old movie, yeah. I think 88, 90, something like that.
I'll wear it.
It's just
Ben Kingsley was the villain.
Nice.
And his company was C-Tech Astronomy.
But I really enjoyed the new Magnificent Seven with Denzel Washington. That was fun. That was a fun remake, you know what I mean?
We appreciate you too, Linnell.
I went to Silverado with his older brother started Jeff Goldblum.
Can only imagine it's been a tough few days for him, but
Yeah.
And the remake,
you know, spending time with his family and friends, and you know, hope everything everything goes well, and we'll see you back here hopefully next week.
Yeah.
I went to high school, middle school, and
We'll be here. I mean, hopefully.
That's the thing I've been learning a lot of recently. I mean, we actually sadly just lost one of our employees that works at the another one.
Really?
We actually lost a woman that works at the concession stand. Passed away last Friday.
I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, that's, you know, it really is, comes to fruition of like tell people you you know, you care about them, love them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's what you got to do.
From the very jump, if you're getting that money, why are you going back for that dude? Oh yeah, no, who cares about that dude, bro?
Which guy?
He's a cartel. You've seen New Country for Old Men, right? So when he goes back, the Mexican dude that's like shot in the truck, and he's asking him for water, and he leaves, and then he comes back in the middle of the night. Why are you going back?
To get the
Why are you
money.
even messing with him?
That was a good movie. I don't know how many people have dreamed it, but I certainly have. To come up on a big, you know, quad shootout, and there's drug money and.
Same thing. Same thing I said. Where if I would have gotten big for like El Chapo's.
That was a good movie, though.
I'm
Do you ever see that?
Yeah, see, that's
Javier Bardem.
I never saw that. I know that made him a household name.
Yeah.
though.
He was brutally good in
Yeah.
that.
Because I'm not going to get.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
I don't care.
Talk about the guys just innocent as fuck.
Like the Cocaine Cowboys.
Dude, they have that on Netflix too.
That was so good. I really enjoyed that.
I just watched the one they're talking about, the more recent Cocaine Cowboys, about the gentleman in Miami, and it's really interesting. Yeah, they're talking about they had speedboats. They were like on ESPN, all these things, and it's an interesting documentary.
Yeah.
He's got like $1 million habit a month. Yeah.
$1 million a month.
Boat racing.
I saw a
Really fast. Yeah.
couple little girls and their parents. They it was in the newspaper like 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago. They found square groupers.
Oh, okay.
And they had the pictures of them with the square groupers.
Miami, you know, most of Miami was built on.
Kind of scares me too. I mean, I call it interesting and like a dream to find that stuff, you know. But
New York, there's a.
not sure I wouldn't walk straight away from something like that.
See, that's the thing. I look at that and I'm like, man, I'm gonna make something out of this. And like, and the first person I would contact, it'd be like an undercover cop or something. I'd be going to prison. That's
April, you know Wendy? It looks like you know Wendy Lynn. She is one of our favorites, and we're glad to have her. We're glad to have you watching.
We would all say 50 million.
I feel like I live vicariously through Wendy. I watch every weekend when she goes, you know, the different casinos and the hotels. I mean, she's the best.
She is?
She is.
Drugstore company, but everyone had money. They're spending money in your stores. Everyone had money that jewelry stores would get rich and buy brand new jewelry stores. Car dealerships run out of cars. Even if they weren't a legit, even if they weren't a legit business, that people doing drugs would come and spend money.
Building McMansions, you know.
Legit construction
Big
companies
mansions.
building houses left and right.
The story they were talking about earlier, the Cocaine Cowboys 2, I think it was called. about the Magruder brothers. They actually,
Magruder.
yeah,
Yeah.
they were actually kind of like Robin Hood for a long time.
Yeah.
People really looked up to him and liked him until they did get to a point where they started, people that were going to come into to court and testify against them, they started killing off people. Like, until that point, they had me. I was like, man,
Yeah.
I was rooting for him. I really was.
Yeah, I can see that.
No, Miami has the highest number of banks per capita of anywhere else in the world.
That's what I was going to say. During this whole thing, this discussion about Miami being built by drug money and all that, Miami's built by banking money with South America. You know?
Yeah.
There's also a big part of it that, although maybe not as
Shootouts in the street.
unsavory, close to as unsavory as being built by drug money.
Yeah.
People just kill their own family.
Are you a fan of going down to Miami? I hate the traffic down there. I love the sights. I love the thought of it.
Yeah.
Getting down there is my issue, and so I don't really make a lot of trips down south.
I don't go down much. The last time I went down there on a date.
Okay.
Yeah. Met somebody on Bumble.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Turned out she lived in Coral Gables. Really nice girl. Didn't come to much, but I enjoyed, driving around down there with her and hanging out.
Those really nice areas. It's just,
Yeah.
man. And my problem is always, I always trust my phone and Siri to get me everywhere.
Yeah.
With the navigation, and make one wrong turn, and there's a museum down in Miami I love to go. Take the kids. It's the Frost Museum.
Frost, yeah.
And it's awesome. They have these aquariums. This is what I'm into. I'm into like saltwater fish and aquariums and stuff. It's a really cool place to go. The problem is if you miss the turn, you go to the Port of Miami. And every time I've gone, 2 or 3 times I've gone, every time there's one turn that you miss and Siri doesn't tell you about, and then boom, you're off on that tunnel down to the Port of Miami.
Yeah.
And every time my kids are laughing and I'm yelling and cussing. Oh, it's great.
Surge taking down another pot with a straight bluff. Turned into a semi-bluff on the turn when he picked up another spade, but he let out, and Trevin called him with the only pair. He had sixes.
Skyler's stepping in right now.
There we go.
He's the happiest I've ever seen him because he's a Cowboy fan.
Yeah,
He's a very happy guy.
We'll give him, this week. Let him have it.
Yes, it is a cash game. Playing some no limit hold'em.
That's right.
You put the flop out, and all you
Adoken?
get one card back.
Adoken 42. We're playing 2-5-10. It's a 3-blind game. Right now they're going to do some form of
bomb pot.
A bomb pot, right. It looks like they're going to play pineapple on this hand. So, crazy pineapple.
I shouldn't be doing this.
You dump the cards after the flop. Pineapple, you get 3 cards. You get rid of 1 card before the flop, and then you play out the hand like hold'em.
I don't think this is something you can do downstairs. It's just
We could play pineapple.
Can you?
You could play these games. I mean, not with the double board.
No.
Double board, bomb pots, stuff like that. No, that splooges all of our other numbers for jackpots and things like that. You can't do all that.
He's old and slow.
So we got a good look at the flop. That's going to be what they're playing for. Players can play either board. They're not throwing out a card for some reason, so this is not crazy pineapple either.
No, I really want. Oh, that guy. Yeah, that was a little awkward.
In the game that they're playing, you can play 2, 1, or none. In the Omaha version of this game, you must play 2. So it changes the dynamic. So somebody with a naked king could just be playing both boards.
My good man.
Search makes it 600. Coming off of a big bet to take down an
I have to.
uncontested pot. Walter's wheels are turning. Any 10 right here? Any 10 right here looks pretty good. He's gonna gonna go all in.
No, I folded bigger than.
I'm gonna go ahead and predict a chop right here, Mike.
Are you?
It'll be interesting if Trevin calls.
If they do chop, will you please do an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression?
Okay. I can do that.
So now they get rid of one of their cards and then keep
Now they get rid of their card. Okay, I guess it's
just one
you're supposed to do it before you bet, but it does. I guess it doesn't make a difference. They're all in anyway.
2 pair on top and a pair on the bottom.
Wow, he had aces.
I would have won half of it. Oh no, I wouldn't get. No, I would have lost. 2 pair, 2 pairs. I would have had flop 2 pair.
2 pair, and Walter signals that that's probably going to be good. Yep, he had the king 10, the 10 that I was talking about for the top board. You got to think you're going to get some of that. So, no impressions so far today.
No, not today, man.
Serge takes it down.
Scoop for Serge. You're too lucky for me. That's a gentleman we know a little bit about on the show. He's bald.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like us.
Good, good. I like that.
Has a beard. He used to produce for you, and he retired.
Yeah. Yeah. Left a big hole in
He
the
did.
operation.
Huge hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he has promised to come help host the show, so I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm really being nice to him now. But that's Wes.
That might be why.
The donkey bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where did you go to college, Chunky? Oh man,
We haven't seen the pocket queens yet.
that's donkey bullets. I remember that. I remember that from our 5-hour final table when you said that. That was one of my most memorable things when I wasn't asleep.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It's better than get to the chopper. Yeah. I wasn't gonna. My impression was not going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger saying "get to the chopper."
No, it wasn't.
Nah. I was gonna come up with something else.
You gotta pay $8 per person.
They're taking a ring. Yeah, they're taking a ring.
8 or 8 and a half.
You're right. I think it's
72?
Heads up.
Oof.
Check.
Has Sean ever run good?
Not that we've seen.
Yeah. What a brutal card that 9 would have been, though, to fill him up and then make the straight for KC. As it stands, 6 high is pretty easy to fold. Did he bet? Oh boy, I see pocket kings. So apparently we haven't worked out all the bugs.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a set of kings for KC, not 6-5 offsuit.
But I have finally admitted. Yeah.
Two guys.
2 guys at the same time. It's more like that college you were talking about, isn't it?
Well,
Oh man.
Does that still count as a threesome?
I don't know. Oh man, donkey bullets. 2 guys. I can't wait to call that on the show sometime very soon.
Yeah. It's got to become somebody, a girl's got to have it.
The look that he's going to give me when I say that, when he's sitting next to me, I can't even fathom what he's going to look at me like.
when I started playing here, I was playing during the pandemic, so every time the masks all came off, and I kept having to do this shit everywhere I looked.
Marshall. At one point when Marshall first started coming in, he wore the full-on gas mask.
Did he?
With the 2, the big thing in the front.
Nice.
I thought we were in a trench in World War I.
Gas mask.
Yeah.
I asked for a menu for the terrace or the paddock. One of them.
And can I just go ahead and get a
Which one's better?
Chicken
Paddock.
finger paddock fries, please.
Chicken fingers and fries.
Yeah, we're gonna start drinking soon, so I need a base. I gotta start building a base.
Gotcha.
Menu for the paddock.
Smart thing to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you bound to determine to get me to drink the
Paddock.
I want the better.
Well, no, but yeah, the best is probably paddock. It's we go paddock, terrace, downstairs. There's 3 places.
Yeah.
The mahi comes from the terrace here. The paddock they go
Downstairs reminds me of high school cafeteria.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Who makes pizza?
It's like Bob Barker.
Raised to 60.
Bob Barker.
You know what that is, right?
Does that mean dog
I
food?
ate that shit for a long time.
I don't know. I never went to high school. Stuff.
No, Bob Barker.
Did they have high school?
In the 1800s.
Oh man.
I wanted to say
He was an
something along
apprentice.
those lines, but I
He
stopped
started as a
myself.
blacksmith apprentice. Yeoman.
Yeoman.
That's where they made up the word
Indentured servant.
Seriously, I got 22 years of school. I never timed my first grade and I never timed my second grade.
Yeah. Trevin, that's what happens when you hit that hand. Oh, he's slow playing it though. Don't let that 7 hit. Now he's got clubs to dodge.
I got 20 years education. I graduated.
If you don't bet here, what are you doing? There you go. 175. That's a value. That's a good value bet.
Whoa, what are you doing? He said, hey man, we're about to fall. He goes, man, he's sporting catfish.
He's got to fade a 7 or any club.
It's like his imaginary friend because he's so wasted. It's a funny video. You should look it up.
This is Marshall, right?
Yeah, Marshall. It's called what? It's more than catfish video.
Playing like such a.
He's been playing like such a wimp, he says.
Maybe.
He's got to start playing blind, Marshall. There you go. I don't know if I'd have let him catch up. Might have made that move on the, or maybe not that move, but some sort of a bet on the flop.
So tonight, Josh, I'm annoying everybody by saying this, like I usually do. Tonight's going to be dynamite. Okay?
I think tonight is going to be dynamite.
I think it is too.
Yeah, yeah.
And you just, you know, you said it the right way. I just keep saying dynamite.
Dynamite. That's what gets everybody. Yeah.
No, I've said it so many times by now. It's just kind of like I'm glad it's here.
Right.
I can't wait to see J.J. Walker performing live tonight.
Right.
He's going to be fantastic.
A dinosaur.
Oh, he's going to be amazing. You know, and some of the young kids don't know him as well, but he was on the show Good Times, which is obviously a very pivotal show. Followed off the Jeffersons, and you know what a great show those two were.
Yeah.
And Jimmy J.J. Walker's in the paddock tonight, performing live at 8 o'clock. We're 2 weeks away from Michael Winslow. I know you're going to be at that show.
Yeah.
You have to be at Michael Winslow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, and then a little later on, about a month from now, we have Jim Florentine. He's from Crank Yankers. He's a big music guy. Hosts the Metal Show on MTV. He's funny too. Then we go to Andrew Dice Clay.
Just exciting. It's an exciting lineup.
And then Jackie the Joke Man, who you've seen live before.
Wow. Could anybody hit that flop any better?
We're getting in the future Donkey Bullets. We are getting. There's a strong possibility of sports betting.
That's correct.
That hasn't totally been worked out yet, though.
Remember, we don't know all the big things yet.
No.
But we bet here. We've been betting here for a long time.
Almost 90 years.
Almost 90 years. 88, 89 years?
89. I'll be 90 next year. 1932.
So, Kim shoved him. And he folded.
You're nice. You're very nice.
Oh, I'm scared.
Tell the truth. Yeah, you can pair the board on that hand, and that's it. But yeah, you know, we're excited about the the possibilities going forward.
Of course.
Growing our audience with the live stream, I think, is excellent.
Thanks for answering those questions. You're too lucky for me.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's not a lot of stuff we can talk about on the show, but we are very excited for the possibilities
Did not
of
come to
those.
say I
did.
I don't want you to catch me.
As soon as I called her, yep,
I
that's
got,
exactly
Yep.
what
I
happened.
got 2 pairs. And then I thought he still was going to call, and I'm like, oh, shit.
I was,
She thought she was going to show him 2 pair, and he was still going to call.
40.
I'm thinking about this. You said the burger's good?
Yeah.
What is it like? Handmade burger or is it pre-packaged?
It's actually a handmade burger.
That's what one downstairs is like off the system. One up here is good.
Yeah. I can't do the roach coach. I can't do a roach coach, man.
No.
I actually thought that last pot was going to get way bigger.
I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the one like a gourmet burger.
5 players.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about the proximity for me and craps, because that can go really wrong. I love craps.
There you go. Nice.
Yes. If I hadn't had a couple of great nights, I would be spared a lifetime of loving that game.
Wow.
But I've had a couple nights where I just, on the Saint Tropez years ago, that's it's down south.
I'm going to get the same. Ask her to come back so I can order
I held the dice for about 45 minutes. Made like 9 numbers.
Wow.
No idea what I was doing. Just kept rolling. Slowly, people, came to the table. Then the next thing you know, every time I'm rolling the dice, people are screaming.
Wow.
And it was just exciting. I won like 165 bucks
Nice.
on my. I had no idea how to bet. I didn't know idea what to do. Guy at the other end of the table comes around to me. He's got a full rack of black chips. That's 10,000.
Wow.
And he hands me a black chip. He says, "Here you go, kid. You just won me 80 grand or whatever."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Plus the fries. Yeah, good idea. No, I'm thinking I don't want my shit
8 grand,
fried.
not 80.
Yeah, of course.
Probably would have asked for more than a black chip.
Of course.
Our poker.
Hot hand.
Our poker.
Yeah.
See it on the stream. Thank you. Although it'll probably be wrong. 'Cause he's too
I think we're getting that right. I mean, we had that issue on Saturday where the dealer would deal across the box on 1, so the cards on 1 would show up on the on 2's cards,
okay.
But we worked around a strategy for that, so hopefully Sergeant's cards are his own,
Are you understand, Casey?
and Brett's cards are his own.
I guess it's time break we should be in anyway
Yeah, there's not much about this table anymore that you guys haven't figured out.
We're hoping.
Yep.
Yeah, but they never showed it. They never showed it. He bet the turn or whatever it was.
I can tell you it's been a lot more smooth recently.
Of course.
I've had completely missed 2 or 3 shows now, and
Raised 65.
it went off without a hitch.
That's
And
good.
It was excellent. Jacob and Noah last Saturday had
Yep.
a great time.
They did.
And you guys on Friday. That was a great game. Hey,
We'll get Noah back on the show in a couple of weeks.
yeah, yeah,
Taking a couple of weeks off. He's going diving.
yeah. Bon Air,
Nobody has ever heard of that place. Every time he tells somebody, like, what?
Bon Air.
Yeah.
I always knew it because Antilles and Bon Air,
Okay.
they're like one of the first few islands out in the Atlantic. So whenever a hurricane would be coming across, it hit the Antilles
okay.
and Bon Air first, and if it was bad there, then you know you had to, all right, straighten up. We might get a big one.
Good for him. I hope he's enjoying himself.
Yeah. Under the sea. I always like Tim's comment is If Noah's not here, no, he's 20 leagues under the sea.
20 leagues under the sea.
We got a pot. We got ourselves a pot.
How many leagues under the sea was that again?
Just 20.
Just 20.
Yeah, not
That's it.
20,000, just
No.
20.
Very certain.
Oh, man.
All right, Serge made the pot, then checks to Burrow.
I would bet again. I still think you're both.
Doesn't have a lot of help. Yeah. Serge going to bluff with the best hand? No, he's checking again. He's hoping to induce a bluff. And he's gonna, it looks like. I thought after it went call on the turn, or call on the flop, that would take the action out of this hand. But he's gonna bet 550. 575. Yeah, I agree. There may be 500 in the pot. Let's see. Well, no, 1.5, 1.2K. Yeah, Serge is going to dump the best hand now, isn't he? Yep.
Good call. Very good call.
Yep.
Wow. I got him big too.
Quite a position where I'm at. I know if I call, you can.
That's true, too.
Because I stopped called in.
That was a good call.
Did you have ace jack? Ace jack.
Oh, a king? Are you crazy? Both flop these.
Did he have a king?
When's Wes going to come back and play on the live stream? That's what I want to know.
I'd be excited to see that.
I want to see that. He's done everything on the live stream except host and play on it.
Yeah.
So he's got to knock those two things out.
I agree. I think players will be surprised.
I wrote a story about Brian Gelrod the other day for my employee spotlight, which I do every week. It's always posted on social media on Wednesday, and wrote about the Brooklyn B-Man, the Brooklyn Brawler, whatever you want to call him. And he told me a story of a poker dealer that quit mid-shift.
Yeah.
And then that same day tried to come back
and play. Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a great story.
Yeah.
It reminded me something like a Curb Your
He
Enthusiasm.
walked off
Seinfeld.
from the table, put the deck down on the table, and walked away and quit, where we had to scramble to get somebody over to the table to deal. And then tried to come back that night and
It's
play.
an amazing story. I love it. It's like the Larry David where he got fired from Saturday Night Live, and then he comes back on Monday like nothing happened.
Yep.
Or no, he quit. You know, he quit. He cusses everybody out and then comes back to work on Monday like no big deal. Like,
you guys noticed that, huh?
yeah. Oh man, what a great story. The other story that Brian told me I couldn't put in my story because it had to do with a high hand and somebody using the restroom, like waiting. You probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Didn't want to leave the table, let's just say.
We've had those unfortunate incidents. Oh my God. Wow. Serge flopped a set of jacks, and Sean just turned straight.
Man.
Or no, he rivered to straight. But he still got the straight.
Raised to 400.
Yeah. See, I'm reading wrong. I thought that turn card made the straight for him. But he ended up getting there on the river. No, we've had some exciting stories in this place. That's for sure.
Wow. Wow.
You were in trouble. It's okay. You paid it back for what happened over here.
That was actually like the minimal. That was the minimal that could have lost.
We've had a few guys that
I knew she had 2 pairs of sets.
maybe overserved themselves. You know,
I get it.
With alcohol, that happens. As you get cut off, we're pretty quick about it. You
Of
know.
course, yeah.
But then you don't know where they're going. They go outside, they go across the street.
Exactly.
You know.
Yep.
It was all that easy.
I think I've lost like at least 6 of the last 7 times on the race.
I haven't seen any straddling, which I can't say I mind too much.
You want it,
would have been down
75.
Jack 10 suited, 9, 10 suited.
Queen Jack.
Three players.
Yeah, wow, Wes is talking about coming in and playing on the live show.
Heck yeah.
This table here, you're at the branch.
Bet 175.
I'm sure he knows the right people.
Oh, he does. He knows them all.
Thank you.
Let's see who's way up and who's way down. I didn't see Brett take a beating. I saw Burrows beat. He's had two pretty significant ones. One on a bluff and one he just got unlucky. Sean leading the top of the leaderboard in winnings. He's up almost $2 now. Serge is up, but he's dumped a few chips. Made a few great plays and also
Raised to 85.
managed to get run down on the river at least once. They're not straddling, Mike, but that's a race to 85. So the game is still playing up.
Heads up.
Check and check.
He's having an emotional flash.
What are you doing there?
No.
Hey now. He's got the Kavorka.
That's right. Well, between Walter and Sean over there, she's in like a man sandwich. She's in a manwich over there.
Ooh.
My hands are here, man.
Mine too.
Oh my God, you guys just reminded me of the funniest situation. That when
I didn't tip you for that last year.
Back when I was racing motorcycles,
Right,
in the old days,
I
my
did.
buddy, we were down in Barber, down in Alabama, and
Give me $2.
my mother had driven
Tell
over
me
to
the
camp
Valor
Huh?
Since you're only telling the camp. And a friend of hers, you know, who was
Stroud on the button for 25.
but she was wild,
As soon as I said it.
crazy, and something about the motorcycles, I think, got her all worked up, you know. And we all went out and ate and drank. We got shit faced, and pretty soon she was coming on to one of my buddies. It was like,
really don't realize
it was so funny. He was like, 40 years younger than she is.
mom.
So funny. Oh, that's we got such a kick out of it.
My mom would watch shit. Listen, we went to go see Frozen 2. Me, my mom, my daughter, and my other mom.
As soon as I said it, Mike, $25 straddle. Right on the button.
You do it.
And by now,
KC raises with 5 high.
Frozen. So at the part where it looks like pull off,
He's against Ace Jack and Jack 10, or Ace 10 and Jack 10. And Trevin's coming in with Queen 8 suited. A lot of player hands here.
they've ever known. And I look over and I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Dying.
Commenting on the Ram shirt in Florida.
See, that's the thing about Florida. That's the thing about South Florida. Is I feel like more than anywhere else in the whole country, you have so many different fans of different teams.
Yep.
You know, I'm born and raised here in South Florida, in West Palm Beach. I'm a Raiders fan.
Yeah.
Josh was born and raised in Florida. He's a Bears fan.
Bears fan.
Okay, so like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a melting pot.
Luckily for the NFL.
We're actually giving away Dolphins tickets, Dolphins-Texans tickets. You can go to our Facebook, facebook.com/PB Kennel Club and enter for those.
So Denzel Washington, son, he's a heart transplant.
Oh, he went into the hospital and held him hostage. Yeah. All right.
Just weird, like some of those teams you hear sometimes and be like, hey, what team do you like? And somebody will say like an off-the-wall team. You're like, how did you start liking that?
Right.
You know, I asked the same thing to you. I mean, my brother's a Bears fan. You're a Bears fan. I understand that. You know, he started watching in the mid-'80s when obviously they had that amazing defense and everything like that. And you know, that's when I started liking the Raiders. It's like in the, you know, like 86, 87.
Right.
But
No, it's not hard to be a huge fan when your team's the best team in the world.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, the Braves are up 3-1. I'm
Yeah.
born and raised Braves fan. I love the Braves.
I watched a lot of the Braves.
Yeah. And growing up here in South Florida, when we were growing up, Josh and I are around the same age. There was no teams in Florida.
Yeah.
So, you know, the Marlins had come into like the mid-90s.
Right.
So we didn't have a Florida team. So the closest team was the Braves. And they had spring training right here in West Palm Beach, where the Jehovah Dome is right now. That's where they had spring training. So used to catch Brave games all the time. So I'm born and raised a Braves fan.
Yeah, I remember Glenn Hubbard, Dale Murphy,
Rafael Ramirez, Bob Horner, all those guys.
Bob Horner. Bob Horner was awesome.
He was. He was awesome. He was.
They had a great sidearm pitcher back then called Jesse Orozco.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And it looked like he was laying completely horizontal whenever he would deliver the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, those were the days. Yeah, I watched that. Watched most of that game last night. The Braves, you know, the Dodgers are the team I'm always afraid of because they got a damn all-star team.
Yeah.
And the Braves put them away last night. One more win to the World Series.
Yep. And they're playing the Astros. Is that what it's going to be?
I'm not totally sure.
Yeah.
Boston and Houston have gone back and forth a few times, so I just hope they wear each other out. That's all I care about.
Yep. Oh yeah. Have those 13-inning games.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Stretch a few of those out. Burrow waking up with aces.
Oh, you're talking about 28-3. J.J. Rummer's talking about 28-3. Those are the numbers that Falcons fans will never forget.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I was around, and I'm fortunate. I don't talk a lot of trash, but I heard so much trash in the first half of that game.
Were you around Patrick Tiller at the time or something?
No, I went to my buddy's house, and he had maybe 30 people at his house.
Okay.
And they were almost all Patriots fans.
Last time I had nothing.
And by the end of it, of course, the tables had turned, you know. But there was maybe 10 Atlanta fans just giving everybody else in the house the business.
Oh, for sure.
And then, I think all of those people had left by the end of the middle of the fourth quarter.
I remember watching a replay of that game, and obviously it was sped up. I don't know why. I just turned it on one day. I think I was up in my office, and even now I watch it. I'm thinking there's no way they come back from this.
Right.
Even though I know.
Yeah, it shouldn't. It didn't seem possible. It doesn't seem possible now.
No.
He's like, yeah, I guess so.
But that's the thing about the NFL.
It is.
That they will use halftime to take your team apart.
Yep.
And if they can find a place to exploit you, they're going to get it.
Just stop
Raise
with
the
that.
80.
Just stop with that. Are you?
All right, a real hand versus a bunch of others. He raises to 80. Walter calls with probably the best of the others. And Surge is in. Brett's out. Burrow's out.
I wasn't going to bet anyway.
Yeah. Like a straightforward betting here. I like that.
I find that hard to believe. No, they're probably just cold. She probably just waiting for you.
They're sitting down there in the microwave right now.
They do have good chicken tenders here, I have to admit. People are like, oh, you can't mess up chicken tenders. No, you can't.
Oh, yeah, you can.
I've had bad
Yeah,
ones
oh, yeah.
before. I have.
$5 river charge.
No way.
We had a new person one time. In fact, I don't even know if it was here. It might have been at, I've worked in Ruby Tuesday.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
With the
I think it might have been there.
with the buffet?
Oh, yeah.
I love that buffet.
I guess they took the stuff right out of the freezer and put it right into the oil.
Wow.
Because it came out, it looked golden brown, and then on the inside it was wrong. I don't know how you do that, but it was.
Noah and I
Definitely
can tell
something
you a
we can
story
do.
about that. As a family, this is probably going back 20-something years ago. It was Noah and his ex-wife and myself and Sal, who works in mutuals. That was Noah's brother-in-law. I was engaged to Noah's wife's sister.
Right.
Olive Garden, same thing happens. They mess up her meal. She
Yeah.
ordered chicken parmesan. Come back, just exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Golden brown on the outside, raw on the inside.
Yeah.
And this is, Noah
Rare
can tell
chicken.
you, well, you know who I'm talking about. And she goes crazy. I think we ate free at Olive Garden for like the rest of the year. I mean, it was that bad.
It would have taken that.
Yeah.
Probably would have taken that.
They
for
just
me.
like started throwing gift certificates at us left and right, pretty much.
Yeah.
Wendy's back in the game.
Yay.
Yeah, it's a pineapple.
Crazy pineapple.
So I wonder if she's going to make them discard before they bet.
Biff?
Oh.
You got fries. Now there is. Nobody wants my fries. Nobody wants extra order fries.
500
Fries.
is the best.
Looks like that's from Kim, betting 500. Yeah, we encourage use of utensils. That's what the whole thing with Q, with the chicken wing on a fork.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's all about.
That introduced me to the classy way of eating barbecue or buffalo wings with a
Sure.
fork.
Wow.
I still did not learn his lesson yet.
Uh,
Okay. My turn. I need to see what I got.
well, if you're playing along at home, you can tell that Serge has Queen Jack at least. He's got one pair on the bottom, one pair on the top, and he lets it go. 500 bet, 500 call.
You like that? Have a straw napkin over there? Oh, yeah. I like it.
It adds a little bit different. It's like halfway between yellow and so you're like, all
I
right.
forgot this game. You gotta tell me.
What?
I
can't believe I'm pulling
It's the same thing.
So now that they've bet, now they pitch one card.
Serge, do you want to?
No, I'm okay with that.
I feel like they're making this up as we go along. Feels like I'm playing Uno with my 8-year-old
Yeah,
son.
oh yeah.
He's like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, what? You just did that last time.
Nope.
Nope. Sorry, those are the rules, Dad.
That's reminds me of Big Daddy with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I love that movie.
This game is called I Win.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was a good pull for my part.
Me too. I would have
that's
lost
three
my
kings.
Two pair here.
I had ace 10.
Strips in the bottom.
I would've lost my
That's
ass.
one here, and he wins one.
I'm learning how to play
The
Wampa.
four,
Not chips.
Did that queen jack?
Set.
yep, queens and fours on the bottom.
You're on a live game, all right.
Somebody got queen
Okay.
10. Got
Okay.
feet all over the place.
All right.
Yep. If she paired the board on the bottom, then
No, dear.
the Black Widow would have scooped it.
Oh, no, it's okay.
What about
But I need you guys to change.
We play very fun tonight.
Biff, can I change that?
If you don't want to play in it,
then you just pay your
I give you, yeah,
pay your name here.
$8 from you.
So it's just a month.
Thank you.
Good job, Wendy.
Barefoot, I didn't see this question up there. He asked if anybody'd been a Knot Fest at the fairgrounds yesterday.
Knot Fest. No.
I don't hear of anybody going to that.
Knott's Berry Farm? That's like
Oh, some kind of
baking.
knot fest? I don't know.
There's two T's in it though, so it's like the name and not the coil of rope. That's interesting. Anybody been to the Knot Fest? Let us know. What did you see? What did you eat? I know pretty much everything, every activity that they have at the fairground comes with really, really awesome, probably terribly bad for you food.
Oh, the best kind.
Exactly, the very best kind there is.
have Oktoberfest right next to my house.
Yeah.
And when I say I live right next to Oktoberfest, I'm talking like the road. It's on there's a road. It's Oktoberfest American German Club on Myers Road.
Off of Hyperlux.
Right off.
Yeah.
Well, no, right off of. It's off Lantana.
Lantana,
Pass
yeah.
by Haverhill. There's a German club.
Yeah.
My development that I live in is right there. Our back gate is on the same road as Oktoberfest. So like,
Nice.
I'm hearing it all weekend, and it's reservation only. So it's not packed like it used to be. I think they're second guessing that, and looking back and saying we should have just let anybody buy tickets because, you know, I think they've obviously they're trying to be as careful as they can, but yeah, that American German Club, man, when those Oktoberfest weekends start going, and I remember coming home on a Friday or Saturday night, there could be hundreds of people waiting there on the road to cross over to Buttonwood Park to go get parking and stuff. It's a lot of fun, though. It really is.
Yeah. I worked out there. I volunteered out there 2 years ago. My buddy is a member, and they cook the Wiener Schnitzel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hamburgers, hot dogs, or chicken tenders, hot dogs, fries, and Wiener Schnitzel.
Oh, nice.
And you get it's all the beer you want to drink.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but you're standing over those fryers and, you know, the big sizzling, you know, skillets and all, you know, you're not going to want to pound down a lot of beer
the last
back
thing you want to
there.
do.
No, it's a recipe for a horrible headache.
It is.
So Serge with a mystery hand takes it down. I'd bet a nickel he had an ace in there. I think Kim would not take that bet. That's why she folded.
Find out eventually. 2, 5, 10.
No, she won't find out
No,
on this
she will
one,
not.
unfortunately.
She's not going to find out.
Kim, we're going to go ahead and say you had an ace there, so you were good. It was a good fold.
It was.
How does that work out? He was 15 last time.
Yes, he buy it. No.
She was nothing.
He paid the 5 and 10, so now
But
it's
she-
2.
But she was nothing on
I was 10.
Yes, so that's good.
There we go.
No, honey,
She
just time
was
before that.
different, that's why he come in. And he paid 15.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So be-
I was telling him. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
so because he paid 15.
Well, he's got the perfect place
There you
to
go.
have that, for sure.
But no, that's a fun time. Fun
It is.
time.
I mean, that's what that
American German Club. I think they're going to do it different next year. Like they weren't cooking, so they had to have an outside group, like a food truck, cook for them. So it wasn't quite like when
it
I
wasn't
was
normal.
there.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year, maybe I'll be able to volunteer a couple of weekends.
25.
That'll be fun.
25.
And then you could just be like, hey, I'm over here, and I'll just wave to you when I ride by.
Sure.
Another call.
I'll have on my lederhosen.
Oh, I can only imagine what you have in your closet.
And then he only calls.
Yeah, I changed my mind. I feel like 5 of us. I get a
5 players.
double captain and diet at 12 glass pleats.
Double.
Hey.
You can make that too.
Hey, Burrow.
Man,
There he is.
nice close-up of the burrow.
There you go.
I'm writing down your orders. I forgot my pad up there.
You can almost see what he was thinking. Hey.
Whenever y'all are ready, like we're gonna be making.
Let's check around. This is oh look, nope, there's Serge. He hit the 7 and bet out. Sit down, Marshall. Thank you. Oh boy. Reminds me of the news when they get the birds or the bees, something flying around in front of the camera. They do the traffic cam or something.
Oh, yeah, it's the best when there's a bird up there or like a spider or something.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
Remarkable how much more interesting it makes it.
oh, of course.
Tequila, Patron Silver, soda.
Queen Jack
A lot of
got
outs.
us straight.
Man,
Wow.
he got it.
Trevin, how did you like that one? He's not going to bet it for you, is he? Yeah, he's going to try to take it. Here comes a raise.
What does your phone come up with when you type in rim job?
Serge, look out. There's a bus coming.
Raise.
Only 700, right? 800.
7, 8? Yes, you do.
And that'll do it. See, these guys play better than me.
They do.
Well, you have Jack Queen, one of these two.
We have a new server today, so I feel like she's doing a great job so far.
Sure. Is that the, she's up here?
Yeah, she's up there, yeah.
I did not learn her name, but I did meet her for the first time today.
Yeah, a very nice young woman.
Yeah.
But they were already talking about RJs and all the inappropriate things they like to talk about. So
yeah,
I thought, well, she hadn't been here long. I mean, she could make it through today. I think she's a keeper.
Right. It's real trial by fire.
Exactly.
I don't want to go back. I enjoy being 30. I enjoy where I'm at.
Yeah, you should. My nephews, both in their teens, tell them, listen, I didn't have a kid until I was 33. You know, you're not in a hurry to do anything right now in life. Just take your time.
80.
That whole pressure right out of high school to get married and all that's gone. I think.
People having children so much later these days.
Yeah.
Like it's not uncommon.
Yeah.
You know, for couples to be in their late 30s now.
And I think to the benefit of the children.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, look, he's like, yeah, it was all right. I think she hoovered that shit down in
Doesn't like
30
it.
seconds.
Doesn't like his food. Bet 150.
Yeah. Sean, he's going to lay it down.
I was still going to call him even if you just
You.
Pre-flop raise, that's not really where the action's been at. I mean, we've had a few. They've gone up more than normal. You know, you'd expect a raise to be 40, you know. They've been raising to 80, 85.
Yeah.
You know, so they've been putting them in big, but not that often.
The way that I am in the game, I take a loss with the best of them. I take a win with the best of them.
I see it happen.
I play to have fun. I'm not trying to be grimy to anybody. I don't lie about when I go blind. I don't do none of that shit. So when you do any kind of angle shit, that shit pisses me off.
I mean, you're speaking too quick that he saw that you were going to call him.
Yo, he said, oh, you're going to, so I'm going to go all in then. That's what
I think he was
told
in
me.
an
I said,
angle,
bro,
though.
if
I don't
you
think
do
he was
that,
really
It wasn't an
whatever,
angle.
it's okay.
You spoke too quick.
But I was
That's,
calling
yeah.
the cards.
Serge is saying it, but he's not listening. There wasn't an angle that he shot on you. You spoke too quick. If you'd have just sat there and let what happened happen. Come on.
Oh my God, on the floor now.
Knowing how this, oh, look at them though.
They don't give you a spoon for the meat. How you supposed to eat them? With the full hands.
Sweeping up over there.
It's up.
Check. Green on green violence over here. He's getting run over in the carpet.
All right.
I saw pictures. God, I was looking back at our Instagram, and I saw pictures of the live streaming section before it was a live streaming section.
Yeah.
I guess when you'd had final tables
Just final
there
table
for World
area,
Series
yeah.
of Poker and that kind of stuff. And I mean, when I looked at those pictures, they could have been on like, you know, film cameras. It just looked like such a different place. It really did.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even imagine. The table wasn't nice like this. You didn't have the lights didn't look as good. I mean, I saw older pictures, and it's like seeing your house before it was renovated. It's just like, it was night and day. It really was.
They wait to see their cards when it's their turn, or it isn't.
Trevin just took that one down too.
He did.
So he has pulled off a few moves on this game.
As Linnell said, balls of steel.
It works. Apparently it works, yeah. I mean, it does help to hit the straight on the river twice. But he appears to smell when people are weak. And that's a good skill to have.
Later, I just didn't realize I don't have any game.
Take your time.
Time to play.
Brett with an ace, just calls.
Hold on. February here. somewhere else.
Go back and watch it. It's going to be entertaining. You know what I mean?
Option.
Walter with the string fold. And Brett can't hate that flop. He flops 2 pair.
All right, 3 pairs, Sergio. Is that check?
Yeah, it's hard to bet whenever he's looking so happy at you, Serge. He looks a lot like he's very pleased with that flop. not the old poker face.
1, a few, big, and 10. We have a straddle, 20.
Well, we're getting opened up here. Brandon's putting out the second straddle of the night so far. Of the day so far, yeah.
Is it nighttime already, Josh? No, it's not.
Straddle 20 in the button.
In my head.
Yeah.
You know how you know what you want to say, but your mouth just doesn't
that happens all the
cooperate.
time.
Yeah.
On a daily basis to me.
Sure.
I honestly talk for a living, and
Yeah.
half the time I'm like, Jesus, did I just say that?
Right.
You know, it's-
No, I've learned just to roll with it. Once you start that word, like, okay, find a word that fits.
Make
That's
sure
just-
nobody knows you're, you know. I called Greyhound races for 20 years. Like, you know how many times I messed up on a daily basis and nobody knew?
Yeah.
Oh, that other guy's really bad. I'm like, yeah, because he stops when he messes up.
Right,
Oh, like-
exactly. You just roll with it.
Yeah.
The show must go on.
Yep.
That's where you live?
All right. Kim leads out. I thought her cards were hearts, but it could be that was the last hand. And that's enough for the win. Black Widow. Getting it done with the chips.
Small, big, 10. Button straddle, 25.
Button straddle of 25. Getting a little more action.
They're 2,000 feet away from where I am right now. I moved from one type of condo to
25.
because I own it, but they don't need to learn condo.
Yeah, on the beach.
It's up. Check.
All right, Trevin and Serge heads up. These two have played the most out of everybody on the table so far.
Stop kidding yourself. Just put all the way.
It's funny.
The problem is my lifestyle is too expensive.
Yeah, that's what you wind up with a big nut. You know, a nut.
Serge is a fun one to have on the table. I'm glad he made it up here.
It is. It's nice to have him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad for him that he's getting a lot of good cards. So.
Yeah.
Give me that one drop. You couldn't accuse me of being
But he's an old school player.
that could be bad.
Yeah, we hope he'll be a regular on Thursday shows.
Yeah.
Money back, $10 per bag.
Yeah, do that. Hey, the original heroin is fast, man. Cocaine, dude. That's what you do in the 80s, too.
Heroin,
Get a bunch of
drain-
blow.
drain your
Don't
bank
eat for a few days.
That's a healthy lifestyle.
I don't know what they're talking about.
You get a bunch of blow and you don't eat for a few days, Josh. It's
Yeah.
self-explanatory.
And then heroin too.
We've
I
all
don't know how
done
that
it,
got
right?
in there.
You know, we
No.
grew up here. I mean, it was a normal thing, right?
Yeah. No, well, I grew up in North Florida.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh, damn. Dude, this is my problem.
North Florida is like, you didn't grow up in Florida.
it's a different state.
It is.
You're exactly right.
It's up.
Wow. Well, there's a couple different ways you can do it, though.
Once you pass, we used to say, once you drive south of Orlando, you somehow cross into New Jersey.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's the truth.
Wow. KC fills up on the turn. Wisely checks. Nothing Walter catches on the river means anything. Yeah.
So tonight we have a tournament in the second floor tournament section. Jamie Bellissimo manager, does just an absolutely fantastic job. The way she's turned around the tournaments here at PBKC is just phenomenal. She also updates the website on a daily basis at pbkennelclub.com. Just click on poker.
But the thing is, so in order to even get the
And tonight they have a 1 in 10 wins 1,000 contest. And it's also double points tonight. So come on out.
Nice.
Great tournament starting at 6 o'clock. More people we have it in, more people are going to walk out with $1,000. As an example, if you have 30 players, 3 players walk out with $1,000.
Mike, I want to play that.
It sounds a lot of fun.
It sounds like
a
a lot of
Survivor.
fun.
It's a Survivor tournament. It didn't take off quickly, but now it's grown into a great tournament. People really seem to like it.
It sounds awesome.
I went on like a low carb.
Sounds like I'm winning more than at bar poker.
Oh, for sure.
Especially since I don't even cash in the bar tabs.
Of course.
Yeah.
I haven't had a soda since Saturday. So I drink like 7 or 8.
What is the reasoning that not reasoning, obviously it has to do with money too, but you know, to get the guys that go play bar poker at your local bar, to get them to come in here, what do we need to do that?
Just be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, they find their own success through the bar poker.
Yeah.
So they play until they feel good enough that they're good. They're good enough, you know.
They can come in here.
Then they can come and make the natural transition.
Yeah.
It helps that we're branding. We're doing some things with them.
Of course.
They had their main event here, which was a great success.
That was huge.
I think I said one of the first guy out, Bob, Robert, he plays in my local bar every Thursday.
Yeah.
You know, he and his wife come and play. And don't think he would have ever come in here on his own.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's
But
great.
now that he's been back.
That's
you know?
awesome.
Yeah, it's like anything, you know, new community. You walk in the door downstairs and you automatically assume everybody down there knows each other.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah. I always talk about the intimidation factor.
Sure.
And not knowing the guys in the poker room when I first stepped into the poker room beginning of the year, it was a little intimidating. I wasn't walking there to play, obviously, but you know, you walk in there and you kind of feel like I'm out of my comfort zone. But then I learned who most of these people are, and I'm like, I feel comfortable walking through, hanging out in the poker room now because it's a family.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, and it's not cutthroat.
No.
You know, it's a much more friendly environment than that.
Yeah, if you're on the fence about coming in and playing poker, and maybe you're more of an amateur, maybe you just play with your friends or play some bar poker, or you played in college, you know, come in here. It really is a safe place to come in and play poker, where you're going to have a good time. The camaraderie at the table is something I learned real quick. That obviously these live streams are a good example.
Yeah.
You know how much fun that people have at the poker table. And if you, like I said before, if you're thinking about it, you want to come in and play, we'll even help you out too.
Absolutely. We'll sit a dealer. If you've never played before, I've done it a few times. I mean, as a dealer, but I had a dealer sit down with a player and just go through the whole process with them.
Exactly.
Betting, you know, everything means, terminology. We try to be accommodating and open in that way. But again, it's very, you know, it's intimidating.
Of course it is.
You know.
Yeah.
But once you get in here and you see that it really is just a group of people that just happen to play poker, then you're just another one of us.
It's comfortable and laid back. It really is.
Yeah. We had a couple. That's how I knew it was working. Because they played in the bar league years ago, and I played up on North Lake. They played in there. I played with them a few times, and we talked to them, you know, about working here and all that. Yeah, well, we may check it out one day, you know.
Yeah.
And they came in and they played in the weekend tournaments, either the Friday tournament or the Saturday tournament.
Yeah.
Back then, the Saturday tournament was $5 free roll.
Wow.
So you paid $5 and went to the house and rake, and then it was a free roll for $5,000 guaranteed prize. You know, yeah, it's fantastic. We did re-entry or rebuys. You know, So that drove a lot of the action.
No, I mean I was big, but never like that.
But yeah, those two, they became. That was when I was sold on it.
Yeah.
Because I saw two people who never played, never entertained the idea of going to a casino, and now they are both regular players.
Yeah.
You know.
You've described this. It's not the big casino you're coming to. This is more of a poker club.
Right. It is exactly that. A poker club. Palm Beach Kennel Club.
Bet 350.
No, Maine.
Hey, which part?
He's entertaining a bluff against the stone cold nuts on that.
Good job, Brennan. No.
Oh, yeah.
That's pitcher name.
No narb.
Al Banger.
Al Banger.
From Al Bangor.
What the hell were you doing in Bangor?
Visiting.
Yeah, you in front of there?
Family.
Bangor, Maine.
Big old city we used to call that.
Got a buddy from
Where I
Maine.
grew up up there,
Yeah.
Bangor
So
was
this
city.
one thing you hear whenever you're going up to Bangor. What are you going to do all the way up there?
Oh,
Cadillac
God.
Mountain.
Sometimes do you ever hear of somebody from a place where you're like, that sounds like a really nice place. Why are they here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
There was a lady that I was speaking to Teresa in publicity yesterday, and she said, oh, I talked to Monica. Like, oh, yeah, Monica. She was from Switzerland.
Yeah.
And she'd go back for like a month every year. And I'd say, if I went to Switzerland, like, I don't want to come back.
Yeah.
Like, Switzerland sounds like such a nice place.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I just don't know. Maybe I'm naive. But all the videos I've seen look wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but July in Maine.
Yeah, I'd like to spend more time in Switzerland. I was only there very, very briefly.
We got player. Play raise 200.
But you're right, though. I mean, not so much here because people pay to come here.
They do.
You know, this is a
We
vacation
live
spot
where
for
you
the
vacation.
world.
You know,
Comes
that's
to
an
vacation,
old
yeah.
saying. It's like, what?
Look
Yeah.
at this.
Nice.
I think we got at least one pair of hockey sticks and one pair of walking
Matt
sticks.
must be going crazy right now in the booth. Hey,
He's in production, too. He can't say anything about it.
15 minutes ago, I heard like a rumbling from
The
upstairs.
roof popped up, yeah.
Yeah, 2 sets of walking sticks. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Or like you like to call them, pocket sevens.
Pocket sevens.
Yes.
That's right.
I can only imagine. Oh, man. Who's up there with him today?
James.
James.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, James.
Yeah.
And Matt's fully invested in hockey season, too, because the Panthers have a hell of a team.
They do. Oh. See, sevens, you got to bet there. Sevens. Now the ace is going to steamroll the table.
Check.
No, he's checking. It's still going to work, but huge overbet right here, Kim. What? Yeah. Pocket sevens and pocket sevens.
You're too young for that. You're not supposed to know that song.
She couldn't even go all. You can't even go all in there and win. I don't think.
Pocket eight.
Yeah, she should have bet the flop. Because Trevin and you would have been the only ones in there.
That was a crazy fuck, man. How that all went down.
All right, your next dinner is here. Remember. Thank you.
Made no sense to me.
No, that's why we didn't
Johnny in for Bob.
No, always likes to say, like, when people have the same cards, they look at each other and they always smile. Like, hey. There's all a smile there. He was right.
Yeah.
I know.
There's usually the comment, oh, you play that crap? So immediately you're putting back. You're like, wait a minute. What do you mean I'm playing crap? You're playing the same thing. Oh, you're playing.
You guys checked it through on the fucking flop of the turn. I wanted to bet on the turn. I didn't have cards.
I was supposed
Do I put him in or no?
That'd be less. Why am I so
No,
much?
that's not 20. Shit's gonna be all watered down and no good by the time she gets here.
Serge, you play the ball pot?
Yes. 20? Yeah.
I just missed that.
Son's back to the table now.
I was so dry, I got stuck in here. I had to go make myself throw up. Get it out. Every time I'm fired. Really? Yeah, that's why I kept walking back and forth to the bathroom. The rice was so dry, like so
Discard after the
put a lot of
Did you?
I haven't taken it in yet. Oh yeah, I got 3 in.
Yeah. I like that energy. That'd be easy. Easy one for me. 6-4 close. Two of those cards.
Ready to go.
Wait, you need some?
Yeah, so you can take the rake.
No, we're gonna. Wait, did we use all the whites already?
So if you weren't here for last Saturday night's Mutt Derby, we're having another one October the 30th. October the 30th is the next round of the Fall Mutt Derby. And one of the best parts about October 30th being the day before Halloween is that we're going to have a doggy costume contest. Are you looking forward to that, Josh?
That's awesome. Yes, that sounds fantastic.
Doesn't it? It sounds like worth the price of admission, which the admission is free.
And it's like a cheat, though. The dogs are already dressed up as dogs.
Of course they are. They already got a costume on. I mean, they're dogs. They're all angels, aren't they? You know.
Nothing's changing. You're just questioning your standards of drop.
The more and more you see videos of dogs, you realize we don't deserve dogs. We don't.
What can I eat in that fridge?
No, we got a lot of work to do to deserve dogs.
Yeah, and they're last Saturday night was a lot of fun. I was out there calling the races, and we had such a wide variety of dogs, from a little dachshund, little wiener dog, up to there was a Great Dane mix. You've seen that one before. Same as Tuxedo.
Tuxedo, yeah.
Caesar was a nice big what was that? A Dutch Shepherd.
Okay.
You know, we had all sorts of dogs.
What's
so.
the Basset? Is it Ollie?
Ollie wasn't here this time.
No.
Ollie
Love
the rat
watching that
terrier was
dog.
here. Oh no,
Okay.
he's amazing.
Brian's Ollie. Okay.
Yeah.
That guy, that's his son, but Brian and his mom both used to work here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But Ollie's, I guess, his son's dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bring the little Ollie the rat terrier. They bring the whole crew here.
Yeah, they have team shirts.
Their
and
team
stuff.
shirts.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're great.
Yeah, they get into it.
And they come to all of them too.
Yeah.
Even though they'd already qualified last year for the finals, they kept coming out. It's all for a great cause to support Big Dog Ranch Rescue and Hounds and Heroes. Sign up on our website, pbkennelclub.com. Bring your pooch out and dress them up for the Halloween costume contest.
Here's the thing, Mike. Are they going to run in the costume?
I don't know about that yet. I doubt they will, but and being at night, it's only going to get cooler here. Last Saturday night, about the first half an hour, you're like, why did we do this at night? Because I'm out there, I'm like, this is going to be horrible because I'm already like sweating to death.
Yeah.
And this thing hasn't even started. But it's like they knew, and boom, as soon as the thing started, the sun's going down, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Lights come on. It was an absolutely gorgeous night. And I expect the same October 30th.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Like I said, just the best day at work.
It
You
is.
know, there's dogs
It's
all
not
over the
work,
place.
it's fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love having dogs back at PBKC. I just love having dogs here.
Oh, so maybe I get myself, I put 4 or 5 in.
Just let Skyler work. Let Skyler work.
Yeah, let the dealer do it. He's doing it right.
I got
He's got a jack. Oh, okay.
Wow. Good shit, Randy.
almost did
See the jacket.
TFG has been declared.
Him and I chop.
Is it there?
He has a jack on the top.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is, right there.
I'm not as mad
But
at
then we chop this.
Do you have to?
And you hit chat.
Oh, okay. There he is. I'm seeing everybody else's. God, that one looks just like Patricia. Or, yeah.
Let them work. Just let them work. And then
The
if
guy
it's
we used to
wrong,
have working here.
I'll
Oh,
square
yeah?
it away. Okay? Cool. I'll square it away with whoever's short.
I'm just gonna give you.
Hello to everybody watching.
Yeah, hope everybody's having a great day.
Oh, why am I not?
You're not watching here,
Hang on a
Josh?
minute.
Come on, man.
I'm not watching myself. What am I doing?
Well, they need to start now that we're breaking.
Oh.
They need to start bringing chips.
Phones out of batteries.
Still?
No, you bring it for tips.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
But now with the raking, and I was tipping more when they weren't raking, but now that they're raking, I'm tipping a little less.
How did I lose money on
Yeah, the dealers aren't taking the break. We are.
Yeah.
You know, I get where he's coming from.
He already got that. Yeah, I already got my pay. That's all I'm like.
Sorry. Wendy, can you run downstairs and get us a bunch of lights? Half of one of those lights. Okay, never mind.
Well, that's a nice one, Leo Saints.
We all need,
Something's
we need
fucked up
more
here.
whites for
No,
the...
bro, you got my money.
Hey,
Give me 100 of them.
hold on, wait. We need to take time to take it.
Can't see the name of it.
I have less money than I started the fucking hand.
Should. No, because you won one of the pots. You won one of the two.
The main pot is 50-50.
They
And
also
that's a
took
mistake
breakout,
over there.
but then you should have more.
Yeah, you should have made a quarter of or whatever, half one of those.
So I bet here.
Yeah, they chopped the main pot, basically.
So anyway.
Split the sides, so.
It's always
So
fun
I bet 200.
figuring out these bomb pots, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I bet 200.
There's a reason why we don't run this downstairs.
Of course.
You know.
Then I bet 275. Then he went all in, and I pushed all in, which was like what, 900 or something, right?
You should have like 1,300.
Yeah, and I don't. I got 975.
You got 805,
Yeah, like
805, but you lose 440. You got 805.
Hey, I
plus
see Tim up there.
Yeah?
That's
Tim
always a
made
good,
his way up.
He's always a good
I know
distraction.
where the mistake
Yeah.
I know I
know where the mistake
Handsome
is.
devil.
The
Oh,
side
isn't he
pot
the
is
best?
even. Forget the
He
side
is.
pot. 900, you give him a stack of money, I don't know why, but the max he did have in the pot was 420. How much money you have over there? You have over 1,000.
Yeah, I don't think he
Really?
450 plus 200.
I'll take 440.
If you want to do it, this might work if you just take both stacks together.
I know.
You guys
No,
do
but that 440 should have got pulled in and then
You go back and instant replay it. That's what we might need to get.
We might
Just
have
keeps
to.
up like this. Yeah.
He never pulled in your 440.
that's, I think.
Well, this is a 15-minute delay. I'm hoping they've figured this out.
Yeah.
If they're still talking about it now, we have real problems.
Yeah.
Let him disperse the money and
I know. I just.
If you guys don't stop, I'm going to get Tim to come down and talk to you.
Pay him on the stack.
This double
and I don't
board,
know why.
the double board shit is what messes it up.
Yes.
If that was single board, he would have been straight. It would have been squared away with it.
Two players.
So the players, yeah, and if my had addiction, mom. And the mom had addiction, mom.
No, it's confusing as hell, and everybody.
It's confusing for the players. It's confusing for everybody.
Yeah.
And it is purely about a gamble. They add that gamble in there so that one person doesn't win.
Yeah.
They don't want one person winning. That's why they do that.
You gotta look for multiple hands on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, multiple hands on multiple boards.
Too many guys.
She said that they didn't have
Okay, should we take a moment to acknowledge?
There we go.
Yeah, still,
And she said they didn't have ice cream.
Here's to you and here's to me. You know that song? Or the
let's
cheer?
take a moment to
Yeah.
honor Linnell and his family.
There you go.
That's
very, very nice.
God rest his soul.
Yeah.
May he also rest and soothe all the hearts that love them as well.
It's awesome.
That's pretty awesome. Linnell, I hope you guys saw that.
Yep. It's
That
a
was-
family here. It really is.
Yeah. Very much nicer than what I was about to say.
Oh, yeah. Our condolences, you know, the players and the employees here at PBKC. Our condolences to Linnell and his family.
Yeah. That's a tough spot.
On the 10 up.
Yes.
like we got the daytime challenge on the camera 7.
The daytime challenge.
Lights coming in from under the curtain there, and it causes it to fade a little bit. 8-7. I don't love anybody's hand, but Trevin's got the best of it so far. Hair with a gut shot. Wow. Now he's got trips.
300. No, get the fuck out of here. No.
You didn't do anything, guys.
Thank you. I appreciate it, but you sure? Yeah.
Check.
No, it happened. It is what it is.
So maybe if we do pineapple, then only Super Bowl.
I don't think pineapple had anything to do with it.
Yeah, the double board is part of the issue.
Yeah, the double board's our entire issue too.
It's always been.
Yeah.
You know how many hours of this show have been wasted trying to figure out who won double board or triple board?
Yeah.
Let's see after I lose 100, okay?
I almost want to run up there.
You want to run over there and see?
Yeah.
Can you go back and like without everybody seeing it and be like, hey, let's do it in replay?
No.
No.
I don't know where it's going.
There you guys. Yeah,
So we didn't get white chips this time, so they had to go down and get some more white chips because apparently they tipped away all the white chips.
They did.
I like it.
Cam is up here. Jacob's up here. Who's watching the first floor?
We have actually a Brittany down there.
Oh,
She's
Brittany's.
a new, relatively new. I guess she's been here for over, I think it's over a year. Is it over a year? Maybe over a year now.
Brittany, the dealer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's had experience. She's done it before.
Good
She's
for her.
worked down south. So we look for those automatic fits,
That's
you know,
awesome.
whenever you got it.
Good for her.
Yeah. Yeah, she's an asset, I can tell.
That's awesome.
How do you turn it on vibrate?
We should have a dealer class going on upstairs in the second floor poker room too.
Yeah,
Our dealers of tomorrow.
they're still going. Yeah.
They are. Got good teachers too.
Yeah. Really broken down the process.
Even somebody like I can understand it. Like,
Yeah.
when they talk to me about it, I'm like, talk to me like I'm 5, please.
Yeah.
At 150.
Leo saying, just let the dealer do it. We could not agree more. Players being confused is what causes a lot of time to be wasted. Not that dealers are, you know, infallible.
No.
You know, we all make mistakes.
No, I'm sorry. All of our dealers are perfect.
They're pretty darn good. Yeah.
They're perfect.
Yeah, if they just let the dealer do his job, everything would have worked out perfect.
Yeah.
211 in progress. Kennel Club. Officers, please respond. Fantasy 10 stole that pop.
You will never. That's an honest kid. You will never steal.
Look at that face.
Basically, I ended up voting.
That's not fine. You don't want.
Lifted that bar.
Straight on the button. 25.
Yeah, that's right, Leo. Getting them flustered doesn't help decisions either. Nope.
Yeah, no.
No, this too is good. But money is money. That's it. And plus the $20 you gotta take out.
I have like 1,200.
Are you gonna need change?
Well, your other cards are there.
Are you gonna need change here, Skylar, for your rig? Oh no, we're big time rig.
Yeah, I already took it too.
Very nice. They went down and got their own white chips. We normally have them up here. We only have a bank and all, but we've gotten away from that. It's not exactly.
Now that we are taking rake on the live show, does it mean they're eligible for the bad beat?
No. We're not taking jackpot.
Okay.
We're only taking rake.
We're only taking rake. Do you foresee that could happen someday? No.
Not with the way they run. We have to have a more control game,
of course,
for the jackpot.
Yeah, you don't want those double bomb.
No, yeah, the double board bomb pout hits the bad beat. Yeah, no, that's no good.
Yeah, that's not a good look for us. Somebody told me, I was talking to somebody about the live show, and they're like, oh, it'd be really cool if you can, like, if you could achieve high hands on the show. And I'm like, that would be cool, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah. And would it?
Yeah. It'd just be fun if somebody was, like, winning, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Brett looks him up, and he does have the queen. Trevin playing rock solid poker today, buddy.
He is.
No, just wait. It's cool. I mean, seriously, I don't want to take any money unless we.
I'll take any money that anybody wants to give Brett.
It's all good.
That's very noble. Marshall will take any amount of money that anybody wants to give to Brett.
And I know, listen, I know if anything is off, it has nothing to do with anybody at this table.
Except,
Yeah.
well, it is one person.
Well, I don't know naming names.
It's all good. But even if it is, I wouldn't. It's not like even nobody would. I don't think there's any ill intention. No, if it is.
We think about the legit. We think
started that head.
I think Kevin got short on that part.
I got it, right? That's what I thought.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I would. It'd be the same for me. So.
Kim is in.
Yeah, right.
Oof, Trevin's in with diamonds also. They have each other straight flush cards. Serge comes in with the 10-9.
Maybe.
KC's got K9 at the dog track.
That can happen any time. But I still have in my throat that it is 8.
Why you fold ace jack? Why?
That's what I just talked to my wife 2 minutes ago. She says, why did you pull that?
Talking about that hand where Trevin called with the ace. They couldn't put one guy on a stone cold bluff. It's 2-5-10, Leo. The game is 2-5-10, a 3-blind game. It grew out of a 2-5 game where everybody, they would decide to straddle to 10. I mean, effectively making it a 3-blind game anyway. And there are a group that don't want to straddle in the 2-5 game and a group that does want to straddle in the 2-5 game. So they just made this a mandatory part of that. So now they have a 3-blind game here, 2-5-10. And that is the game that they play during the week, 2-5-10.
Yeah.
Aggression frequency, there's that. Yeah, you know. Nothing's really standing out huge. Those guys at the top, they're all winning.
They are.
You know, that's why their aggression frequency. Maybe KC's. I don't know if he took a big beat on a hand. It looks like his chips are diminished. Straddling, it's interesting. I mean, it definitely changes the dynamic of the game because you're taking, like, they straddled to 25 on here, so now they're boosting the action quite a bit whenever they do that. You know, your blind bet is 25. It's, you know, it's like playing 10-25. You know.
Raise 130.
I don't. You can't be sure if Sean even looked at his cards when he did that.
No.
You know, there's some people that don't care. They just, let's gamble. You know.
When's the next dealer coming? I need another bomb.
See, this is what ordinary people get when they straddle.
Does that do 6?
Heads up.
Yep. That'll do it. Is he going to go all in with us? He's got an 8.
Drawing for less.
There's the ace. Yeah, that does it. So, I believe Sean just took KC out.
Thank you.
Nice having you on the show, Casey.
Yep, yep, very good. I hope he enjoyed it. It looked like he was having a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you know, even if a player ever comes back on, at least they have that. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? They can watch
Yeah.
back. You know, show their family, show their friends. When you know, when you come home every day and the wife or the kids or the friends or the family says like, "What are you doing all day?"
Yeah.
Now you can show people.
Let's go look up YouTube real quick.
Exactly.
You know.
I mean, I don't know about this show. I don't know if you'd want to show your family this show, but I'm just saying in general.
Maybe show your face. You
Just
know,
show
just mute it
with no volume, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. I might hurt you again.
35.
35. All right, 4 players into this one. Mike, just because everybody checked doesn't mean somebody's not sitting on the nuts.
Add another 700. T2 is adding 700.
80.
Got Marshall working for production there. That was awesome.
he does. Yeah.
Our rule, once we get stacked, you can add on more than 15, right? Once you
180.
stack, no.
That's up.
It's
5 to 15 buy-in.
it varies depending on people's understanding. Either once you get stacked or you buy to the highest stack on the table. Yeah. He's got 2 straights. Was that a 7 card? I think it was a 7 card straight.
Yeah, it looked like it. If I asked you, okay, and you've seen so much poker, you watch the replays, you get the hands of the week together, all these other things.
600.
If I said to you, hey, what game that we play would you like to jump in on? Which one it is?
Rose's game.
You want to play PLO?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The fun there mainly, you know, but also the action.
Oh yeah.
It's, you know,
I'm adding 600.
people play that game generally much tighter than the way they play. And it is fantastic.
Oh, it is.
And plus, you know, I drink, you know, I'll have a few drinks with you and hang out.
Makes it more fun.
Yeah.
He won the top because he had less.
Yeah, somebody was asking us when I put out the schedule for the Winter Classic. Somebody said, "Oh, no PLO." And like,
60.
if you remember back to the Summer Classic, we didn't have a lot of people that were interested in the PLO tournament.
Right.
So you know, every time we have one of these classic events, we had the first one, the Palm Beach Poker Classic, then we had the Summer Classic. Now we're going to the Winter Classic, December 1st to the 12th. We're learning every single time kind of what the players here at Palm Beach want. And that's what you're going to see when you look at the tournament schedule. If you look at our website, pbkennelclub.com, you're going to see a tournament schedule that's been set up kind of to what our strong points are.
Reflects
and what we
demand.
want. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Somebody asked about a horse tournament. You know, that's something we've had in those. If it wasn't as popular, then maybe we'll try that the next go round.
Yeah, I mean, it helps to have players play.
Of course.
You know, if we got 85 players in that PLO event, you're dang right we'd be running a PLO
We'd be
event.
having
Yeah.
one in December, you know?
As it was, I think we had 27 players or something like that. Yeah.
Smaller number, yeah.
Yeah, and it was a 330. It was a good buy-in. It was 330 buy-in. You know, because players who play that game, they want to win something.
They do.
You know, you don't just pick a boutique game like that
No.
and play for $50, you know.
Yeah. I remember the first tournament that I was a part of here was the Card Player Poker Tour. Started January 1st. We had a horse tournament, and we had a gentleman fly all the way in from New York just to play in the tournament.
Yeah.
It's very popular with certain people. You know, and we know that. So maybe if there's enough buzz about it, the next time we have Jimmy come to town, we'll have another horse tournament.
Sure. All-around players.
Of course.
You need to be an all-around player to be successful in a horse tournament. I think we mentioned during the Big Dog in October, Jeff won the first horse tournament we had here.
Oh,
it may have been that event. It was a World Series event.
Yeah.
And he won it here. And he said still that that's his favorite,
of course,
his most fun tournament he's ever played.
Yeah.
I had 1105 for sure.
But if you play poker all around, you know, if you're a road gambler, if you're, you know, you're in it to play whatever's playing, you know, you like horse. You like those games. Because some people, they can't transition. Whereas you, it's like, in general, it's like poker in general.
Yeah.
You're not transitioning.
No.
This is the way you play this, and this is the way you play that, you know.
I get it.
That's what threw me off is when I looked over at your stack. I'm like, you had like 600s and 500s. I'm like, wait a minute. I
All right, I think they got that situation squared away now.
Are we squared or do I owe?
No,
Thank you.
I'm not taking $1 unless it was 100% known as a fact that it was wrong. You know, period.
Well, that's good.
Brett's a stand-up guy.
He's a good guy. He's been fun to have on the show. I liked him. I think he played Friday night once too.
He might have.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a quick switch. I saw that. I saw you switch.
He was mostly quiet for the majority of the time,
Oh, my daughter.
I meant Chris.
but he chooses his spots pretty well.
He
He
does.
says some funny stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
Found out she's so upset they won't let her. She's a cocktail waitress. They won't let her stay there or anything because she works there.
What?
And we go there all the time as a family. So,
Why wouldn't they? It seems like you get a room
I don't know
discount.
how they would
Why
know.
wouldn't you get a room discount or something? I would think they would give you like an employee rate.
Burrow's been quiet today.
He has. No, it's something different about today. Maybe Linnell not being there.
Maybe,
Maybe
yeah.
because Sean is there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Surge.
Surge.
Could be
Surge may be
Surge.
doing it. Yeah.
But it's different dynamic at the table today. It's still been a really fun show for sure.
Sure.
A lot of action too.
Yeah. Sure. Surge adds a different level because like Sean may be playing blind.
Yeah.
He usually tells you if he is, but he could be playing blind. Surge has got a great range. He's a solid player, good reader,
Not delicious. That's what I was going to say. Like feminine.
no, I think that.
and we saw him make some moves early on.
Sure.
So people don't know how to take him.
You have another bum pass?
She's scrumptious.
Wendy's back.
Hey,
Not
Wendy
a
Lynn.
bus, yes.
Greasy pineapple?
Is April still with us?
Greasy pineapple.
I know we had a lot of fans come in from the Philippines watching. Yeah, April's still here.
Hey,
How
April.
you doing, April?
No, I should mix everything up now.
Of course.
Crazy pineapple.
You know, I think I know what happened. Just thinking about it now. 'cause he put
They're playing
440
pineapple.
for Evan.
They are.
I wonder if anybody's got a pin.
440 for him, right? And then everything else.
Apple
was
pineapple.
That should have been what happened.
Have you seen that video? The
Yeah,
internet
which-
meme?
Because
Which
I
one is
had
that?
not even that.
PPAP?
No.
Whatever I had,
Pin pineapple, apple pin.
came in
Yeah.
the main pot, and then what was left out of that.
One of the snazziest dressed guys you'll ever see in a video on the
It's not
internet.
as much as he has, it's as
And
much as I had. Whatever.
the most ridiculous song you've ever heard.
You're right.
And it just combined his dancing, and his outfit, and the ridiculous song he's singing.
It sounds like something I'd be into.
It's yeah. I'll have to show it to you after the show.
No, you're right. You're right.
Next time.
I think it was just a mix-up between.
Put it this way: you'll show 5 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pineapple?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. And it'll be for the groans.
Uh-huh.
You know, you want the groans.
Oh, yeah.
Been ready since I sit down here.
crazy pineapple.
Boom.
I've never seen it, but I feel like I already like it.
Yeah.
I'm already into it.
The wall.
I see. I straightened her out.
You did.
She was on break. Let her know to take them all the way out.
So we got 8 players, 64. Anybody?
We're a little over. Okay, what do I want to look down at?
Maybe a 5 of hearts and 9 of.
So I love that. They do the bomb pot. They rake out of the bomb pot.
Yeah.
Nobody ever even feels the rake.
No.
Pocket kings. Check. Pocket kings are dead. Anybody that's calling that
You can't get any better. Yeah, you can't get any better.
Then pineapple, apple pan.
I think anybody would.
Serge is doing it right. If we had pineapple plugged into the computer, he's putting out the cards that he would have kept.
Yeah.
And then throwing away the rest. He folded all of it to the 60 braise, or the $60 bet.
We don't discard yet?
Not yet. After
After
this
the
one.
betting.
Not to see whether you want to call
After
it.
this one.
Chem pineapple.
Now you
Cards.
discard.
I might discard this one.
So now you discard.
Okay.
Alright, draw a card.
No. Top.
Yep, slide it up. There we go.
No, bottom.
Wait, can we reverse that?
It's kind of a mix of poker and 3-card Monte there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do this again. Hold on.
Yeah. Do we have eagle money?
200.
Yeah.
Where is it? This is the first one.
You switched from the first.
That's no more, yes. 100%.
Yeah, they wouldn't let you leave that board that way. Especially the players in the pot.
It's up.
All right, Brandon and Brett. She knows what she's doing, people. I told her to do that. She's got to put it in there so the reader reads it, and then she can slide it out.
Oh, she knows.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing.
Because it's reading the cards. You have to put the first person.
Even though it's not.
No.
We're going to figure that out one day. It's just so weird. You know, players don't really do that very much. Yeah, King High's good on the tie. He only had 4. Yeah, he had 6-4. Brett was betting on a miracle.
You could add a fucking king of clubs. I guess you can.
You could have the 3 of clubs.
The thing is,
You could have the 3
you need to take.
No, he couldn't have the 3 of clubs. That's on board.
Can you help? If you beat you on the top, can you beat you on the bottom?
That one.
Follow me?
Well, anything beats me on the top.
Yeah, well, that's me.
I would have hoped.
You
Okay,
could have the
so
king
then
with
you
an
need to
extra
have the
club.
nut somewhere. And
Not somewhere.
A king with any bigger club than his.
Yeah. King 3
King 9, fucking king 10, anything.
No, we got a 6. We got a 6.
Alright, you small 5-10.
Only we does a family friendly
Kind of, I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
It's like seeing a distant light, understanding the train was on the tracks.
Bless you. Not 10. Up.
Mike, do you know why Belichick was bleeding in the game the other day?
No.
Belichick had a mark on his face,
Did he?
on his nose, and his mouth was bleeding, like he fell or somebody hit him, or.
I can see somebody
Yeah.
hitting him. Yeah.
Well, I mean, even if it's just contact while you're all running out of the tunnel or something, you know.
I didn't hear about that. Surprised that wasn't a bigger news story.
I I'm surprised it wasn't there. I was sure I was going to hear about why that was going on.
What haven't I done that was special? I've gone $2 grand all
You need
in blind.
instead of 2 laps, you need to do 3 laps.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good thing right there. I went blind and smashed Paddock Jerry.
Yeah, it's nothing hard though. It's like you
Yeah, Jerry didn't like that very much either.
Like eat your chips like that one guy did.
Do a
yeah, they don't even play. That's a highlight game. He doesn't play.
It's a
They played that
Jack
one
or
time.
Beverly.
Yeah.
One of the things I'm looking forward to tonight is not only Jimmy Walker. He has a wonderful opening act, a woman that comes from the South Florida area. She'll be performing live too. Let me get her name for you.
Yeah.
Her name is Maritza Brusola.
Maritza Brusola.
Yeah. She's a comedian, actor, video producer. She'll be opening up for Jimmy J.J. Walker tonight. But one of the things I look forward to most when I go to the paddock is the food.
Yes, of course.
Oh man, the food. Last time when I went to the Kevin Farley show, and I'm the person that has to like host the show.
Sure.
Pat Rooney Jr. usually goes up, welcomes everybody. Then I have to come up, introduce what's going on tonight and that kind of stuff. And it's all great. It's just a fun environment. You've been to the paddock. To describe that, it's like a Vegas show. It really reminds me of one of those old Vegas theaters where Dean Martin of the Rat Pack would perform, where Don Rickles would be up on stage with the tiered seating. There's not a bad seat in the house. The food is great, and it's right here at the paddock.
Yep.
And you
a
know,
beautiful building.
Oh, it is. It really is. And they have lunch Wednesday through Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Now they're open for dinner Friday and Saturday nights, and that's everybody's like, "Where's Paddock Cherry?" I'm like, "There's a good chance it's probably over there right now."
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, really? Yeah, she loves it. Guys have actually got to play poker. They got a good story too.
I want to redo all the windows in my house.
Yeah.
As soon as I get to the position where I can, there's one number I'm going to call.
Oh, yeah. Paddock Cherry.
Jerry.
That's what I've learned.
Penariella?
Probably.
Something like that.
Sounds about right. But there's so many people that come in and are regulars in the poker room that every facet. You know, Rose is a nurse.
Yep.
You know, you got Jerry owns a window and door company. You know, you got Alan the driver.
Yep.
I mean, almost every facet of daily life, there's somebody that comes in the poker room that can help you with.
Yeah.
If you need somebody to reach something really up high, and they could talk to you.
Sure.
I mean, there's always everybody in the
Plus
poker
ladder. We have a ladder here.
you have
Put
a
me on a ladder.
Oh, God.
You know? Yeah.
I remember.
It's like the Tower of Babel.
Yeah, when you were putting up the lights there, it was like you on a ladder. It was like it felt like it was 30 feet high. It was crazy.
Yep. Now, I have people all the time say that, you know, they're missing this, they need that. Who needs to know if this guy does this or something? You know, I said, let me ask around in the poker room.
Oh yeah. Oh no, there's
You
always
know?
somebody in there.
Yeah, I used to come in on Sunday and say, listen, I got a friend that needs this or that. And they're just raise their hand. Yeah, I work in HVAC. I do this and
At
that.
any
you know?
given time, there's going to be somebody in there that can fix your car, fix your AC, a doctor, a nurse. I mean, there's all different types of people that play poker here, and that's one of the things I like the most about this place.
Same.
I usually only see like 6 or 7.
I can't, like, from the start, I remember coming in here, we were playing for quarters, and seeing somebody, you know, with 3 gold chains, a Rolex, silk shirt, leather shoes, sitting next to a person who, you know, and looks are not everything, but probably like a homeless person, you know, and they're all, everybody's playing, there's camaraderie across all classes, and
I love it.
And, yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I grew up, when I was at Florida State, I did studies in sociology. So it's impossible to not be fascinated by this environment.
Of course,
if
it
you
is,
study
yeah.
sociology.
Oh, for sure. So I loved that environment when it came to the dog racing, because you'd have people that were millionaires that own dogs, and you'd have people that were like me and you, that, you know, work paycheck to paycheck. So it's like, But what I'm realizing in the poker room is like these are people that are all sitting right next to each other, 9, 10-handed at a table.
Right.
One's a doctor, one works for a moving company.
Yeah.
You know, one works in a fast food restaurant. The other one is a millionaire.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you get here. You just never know who you're sitting next to.
Got one guy plays up our straight 2 game, which, you know, it's a straight 2 game. It's a low limit game.
Yeah.
Retired marina manager, ran the marina in Jupiter, and you know, everybody knows him, you know, because everybody used his marina,
of course,
part of their boats, you know. Sitting next to a retired doctor, sitting next to my friend Phil, who's a retired lawyer, sitting next to, you know, Jane. I don't know what Jane did, but you know, successful folks,
of course,
you know.
Yeah. And then they can be sitting next to an 18-year-old high school graduate who's, you know, never come in here. I mean, that's one of my favorite things about this place.
Yeah. Seeing the interaction. And also, people are mostly good. You know, they really are good people in the world. It really reaffirms that, being in a situation or a setting like this.
There's good people in this world.
There are.
Except for Cowboy fans. That's it. Skylar's up here right now, so that's why I had to say that. No, the Cowboys have they got a hell of a team. Like this might be their year, honestly.
They look good.
They got that kid who keeps intercepting passes too. I mean, he's absolutely amazing. I mean, they're putting it all together right now.
If I'm playing a 500-year-old game, that's really dope. What was it like?
I like Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh, he's great. Yeah, he is. He caught a lot of flack. He had some bad games.
Yeah.
First game of the season, he looked bad. No, they've got a team. I don't think Dak gets enough credit. You know, easily a top 5 quarterback in the league.
I am sick. I saw Stephen A. doing it today, talking about Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see if he does it in the playoffs.
They never leave that kid alone. He's from here.
Yeah.
I mean,
and phenomenal. He's a
we've
phenom.
known about Lamar Jackson for a long time because he went to high school here in Palm Beach County.
Yeah.
Went to Louisville. And, you know, just a phenomenal player. I thought that whole he's the best running back thing was over, but like he's electric.
Yeah.
When he has the ball, it looks like he's playing against children. It really does.
And the passes, did you see the passes on Sunday?
Oh, he can throw the ball.
Yeah.
He's got a cannon.
On a rope. 40 yards on a rope. And Stephen A. Smith. I want to see him do it in the playoffs. I can't. It was just on briefly while I was in the office. I can't believe that they just rip him like that. You know.
I can't watch those shows. I feel like more people watch that, the worse they are and the worse they talk about people and degrade people. Obviously, the more people are going to watch. I can't watch those shows.
Well, it's almost like everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's like our politics works by hate. You know, one side tries to get you to hate the other side. The other side tries to get you to hate them.
Exactly.
You know, and then now it's spilling into this where now we got to hate on all the players in the game.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we're an example today. We're just enjoying this.
Yeah.
There's no animosity. We're not disliking any of the players. You know, because Newman's not here. But you know, just kidding. No, I love Newman. Like that's the thing. It's like, you know, there's no me and Josh are two guys that are just like, hey, look, like I support everybody that comes and plays on this. And some people don't have the guts to come here and play on this live table.
Sure.
Some people don't have the guts to deal on it. Some people don't want to come in here and talk about it. You know, it's anybody who comes here and is looking to have a good time, I fully support and I fully respect that.
I 100% agree. It's not that there are millions of people in the world watching, but there could be.
You never know.
And you don't know if millions of people aren't going to watch what we've already done.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Like the name of the game here, and Sean has said this a bunch of times, it's just having a good time.
Right.
He comes in here looking to have a good time, and that's what it's about.
That's what I tell my kid. She's worried about life, what she's going to be, what she's going to do, this and that. And I say, you see me. If you're not trying to have as much fun in life as you possibly can, then you're doing it wrong.
You are. Yeah, there's always some day that you'll look back and regret that.
Sure.
I should have done this. I should have went there. You know, we all have regrets, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, live a life where you can look back and be like, hey, you know, I honestly wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah.
And I'm always the one to, like, if you're my buddy, I don't want the I want you to charge me like a normal customer.
Thank you, Marshall, for not talking today. So we've gotten really deep with this conversation.
Sure, yeah, exactly.
No, but
we're going to hug.
Yeah.
We're about to hug.
Marshall will be back next week.
Sean said something pretty important right there. He said that he has friends with businesses, and he tells them, don't give me a discount. I want you to charge, because it's better for me to support your business for me than it is for you to give me something for you, you know?
Oh, for sure, 100%.
I had that a lot. I've mentioned before, been pretty open about my barflyness.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you're a fly for sure.
I have been. I'm working on it. But would have that all the time where I'd get my bill. And this is in places that we're not doing great.
Yeah.
You know, there's 5 or 10 customers in the whole place.
Oh, yeah.
And now all of a sudden half my drinks aren't on my bar tab.
Oh, yeah.
No. Charge me.
Of course.
I want this place to be here.
Yeah.
You know?
No, and I know employees that are going to come to the show tonight, and they're going to pay full price. They could have probably got a discount or said, hey, like, you know, I'll help you out, help you out with the setup, and I'll come in. And some employees, like I know, for the first show, you were there too. I mean, there was a whole group of poker dealers, and they all paid. They all came in. They all enjoyed themselves because they want to support what we're doing here.
You know what I heard, and I'm gonna ruffle feathers here. They had some guy, I don't know who it was, a comedy show at the Kravis.
Okay.
And those same group, those 5 dealers, went to our show and then went to the show at the Kravis Center the next Saturday. And they said our layout, the way we had everything, the drink service at the tables and everything, miles ahead.
Yeah, of course.
Miles ahead. So they ordered a double because they knew they weren't going to be able to get drinks in there.
Yeah.
So they ordered their drinks double, thinking that they would be able to take them in there. Couldn't take them in there.
Oh, no.
So then they realized that they had to chug their 2 drinks at once, you know.
No, we're starting to really have a lot of people talk. The Improv, people are talking about PBKC comedy. I mean, it's that venue over there is just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
We have an award-winning executive chef who's doing the cooking. You know, even the finger foods and the bar foods that they're serving over there, whether it's meatball sliders or whatever you're into, it's just phenomenal. It is. Yeah. He can make even the most simple dishes taste great.
Well, like you were saying, the grilled cheese.
The grilled cheese is amazing.
Yeah, the best grilled cheese ever.
Oh, exactly, and I love it. And it's the most boring thing ever because people are like, oh, why don't you get this? Why don't you get this salad with the crab meat or the swordfish? I'm like, no, I want the most simple thing.
Yeah.
But they do it in a way that it's just amazing.
Right now, they have jobs starting like 60,000, 70,000 a year, like managing.
I don't know how he does the swordfish. Every time I cook swordfish, and I cook.
Yeah,
I cook quite
You're
a bit.
Cook, yeah.
My swordfish is springy, spongy, every time. I don't know what he does.
No, it's
but
amazing.
It's fantastic over there.
No. And like you're talking about, that even if you don't like the acts we have right now, I mean, tonight is Jimmy J.J. Walker. He's a cult figure.
He's
Everybody knows
dynamite.
it. That's the thing. From kids to adults, he's well known. Okay, you got Michael Winslow 2 weeks from now coming off the stage at America's Got Talent from Police Academy. They even, Michael Scott referenced him on The Office.
The Office, yeah.
You know, I love that scene.
Yeah.
Like, guy from Police Academy. Yeah. This is the sound of a car starting. You know, like that's, he's one of those guys that now that he's been on America's Got Talent, he's become a household name.
Yeah.
You have Jim
Again,
Florentine.
household name again.
That's what I'm talking about. Jim Florentine, Crank Yankers.
Yeah.
He was on, he's big into music, hosts the metal show on MTV, hosts a show on Ozzy's Boneyard on Sirius Satellite Radio. He's big into music. into comedy, an actor. He's got a fan base. They're already starting to buy up the tickets. Then Andrew Dice Clay. We don't even have to talk about him. I mean, whether you like comedy or not, Andrew Dice Clay is one of the biggest names still in comedy.
Absolutely.
And then
one of the
Jackie
first
Joke Man.
comedy persona guys.
Of course.
It wasn't like it was. It's kind of like Alice Cooper
Yeah,
in
exactly.
that way. You
He's
know,
been doing it since the 80s.
Yeah.
You know, since the 80s. And then Jackie the Joke Man from Howard Stern. It's another phenomenal show. And, you know, it's just going to keep on getting bigger. And that's what I try to tell people. It's like the success of these shows is just going to get bigger and bigger. Where
everyone proves we need more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we're going to bring in bigger names. And the thing I like about it is we're bringing in a variety. We're bringing in a wide variety. The opening act tonight is a woman from the Miami area.
Yeah.
Andrew Dice Clay, his opening act is a female comic. So, like, it's such a wide variety of people we're bringing in, something for everybody, and that's the best part about it.
I have cousins that were on Horizon. Okay. So basically, it doesn't take long.
That was him on the commercial.
Marshall Lurton.
Yeah. That was sad.
Did they call you for the California?
My cousins told me that it really was. Obviously, the movie is way more traumatized. Like, they knew long before
Robin Straddle 25.
I could actually explode in that
But
thing.
remember last year when last year, 2 years ago,
What?
when the car lost,
I don't know what Verizon guy they're talking about.
and we didn't need to do a cleanup, and I was called by the gas company to clean all the catch basins over there.
Gone 25.
For that town, I mean, for part of the town. Yeah. Because we work all over New England.
You don't get too many calls up in Maine, though, do you?
No, but
All the way up there.
Raise.
Sister lives in Maine. My
Really?
little sister lives in Maine. Yeah.
Nice.
Oddly connected to Maine in a lot of different ways. One of my best friends is from Maine.
Oh,
Yeah. Never been.
you never been to Maine?
Nah.
Sounds.
I mean,
I used to watch shows that were like set in Maine, or like there was a show I watched. It was like what are those guys? Like wildlife officers.
Yeah.
It was in Maine, and it just looks like I mean, everywhere has bad places, but like
sure.
for the most part, you know, they're dealing with bears and stuff too. So I'm
Right.
like, oh, this is great.
It's got crystal meth and bears.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The best of both worlds. That's the thing. You think of certain states like. Have you ever known anybody from Idaho? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
I've never had anybody admit it,
Right.
but it's probably lovely there.
Sure.
I'm sure the people are great, but I don't know anybody from there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to go the other way.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it doesn't really exist.
Well,
And the people that say they're from there are
Well,
really
here's
from
the
somewhere
worst thing
else.
about it. You can go down to the poker room. Let's go make an announcement right now.
Who's from
Anybody
Idaho?
in here is from Idaho, and you're going to get somebody stand up and be like, I'm from Idaho.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the wide variety we're talking about.
Let me guess. Boise.
Yeah, exactly.
Straddle 25.
I bet you Tim's been to Idaho.
Tim has guaranteed been to Idaho.
He's been to Idaho.
Tim has been to all 7 continents.
He's been.
Tim is a legend.
He is.
He's in the top 1/10% of people, I think, that have been to all 7 continents.
If someday we do like a late night, like talking like midnight stream, Tim's gonna be on here. He's gonna be half asleep,
Yeah.
but he's gonna entertain you for hours.
Yeah.
I'd like to punish you, but not yet.
No, but I've been to maybe other ones that have been to like kind of Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. Where they have like
They have one in Delray called the Civil Wall.
I got to travel. My daughter's her step grandfather, who's Laura Clough, is a caretaker.
Looks like a player's hand. I don't know if anybody's going to even try for it, though.
I play the board.
Oh, nope. They both.
Cadillac. So
5s and a queen jack 9. Nobody's playing their own cards.
No.
He has a 16 cylinder Cadillac, number 2 out of 15 that he invited to play. Wow.
Oh shit.
You know Corella DeVille's car? How it's real long.
I haven't seen that. Have you seen the remake of Cruella de Vil?
I haven't. I haven't seen it yet. I'm a little surprised because I love the character.
Yeah.
And I love the actress.
Yeah. Oh, I love
You
her
know?
too.
Yeah.
She's great. Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. Yeah. From Arizona.
Okay.
I found out.
Oh, nice. I thought, yeah, for a second, I thought he's going to say she's from Idaho. I'm like, no way. Like, don't you dare. I'm going to look that up real fast. Celebrities from Idaho.
It'll be somebody crazy, though. Find out that, like, Leonardo DiCaprio is from Idaho somehow.
Okay. I mean, Sarah Palin.
Well,
doesn't sound right. Off.
Ray's 40.
Lana Turner.
Lana Turner.
She passed
Really?
away back in '95.
Yeah.
A.J. Feely, I believe, was he a kicker?
He was a kicker. Yep.
Larry Craig.
Okay.
Rumor Willis. One of Bruce Willis's
Bruce
kids,
Willis's
I guess,
kid,
was
yeah.
born in Idaho, but
Huh.
I'm not going to hold that against her.
I'd say Lana Turner's probably the most
I'd say
popular.
so, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that, but let's check.
Good-looking lady.
Oh, Aaron Paul.
Oh, no kidding.
He's from Idaho.
Huh.
Yeah, but I didn't that big.
That would probably do it for a lot of people because of Breaking
Sacagawea.
Bad.
She's from Idaho.
Sacagawea.
Yeah.
World-class racetrack, and then right next to it, attached a world-class motorcycle museum. People travel from all over the world to come and see.
Taysom Hill. He's from Idaho. There we go.
Yeah, no,
Alright.
it's,
Taysom Hill.
So it really exists,
So it's a place.
allegedly.
It is. We still don't believe it, but it's.
I'm not going there. I don't know. If you tell me you're going to Idaho, it's like you're saying you're sailing to the edge of the earth. you know?
Exactly.
Birmingham, Leeds, Alabama.
Sean, can I get 100?
Check it out. Lava Museum. I don't think I've ever been to Alabama.
Lava Museum?
Maybe just passing.
I got to do that. I got to see more of the United States.
Yeah.
Like having kids, ever since we've had kids, I'm like a lot of the guys here on the show, like Mikey B, you know, he probably travels more than I do, but like we just end up going to Orlando. Everything we want and to go to is in Orlando.
Yeah.
We got to see more of the States. I really want to.
Sure. I did last year.
Did you?
I got a real good chance.
Nice.
My kid, when this whole the COVID first thing broke, it was during, if you remember, during spring break.
Yeah.
So they had initially gave an additional week break to figure out what was going on, you know. So we thought that she was going to have a 2-week spring break. So her at that time, her grandmother was living in Colorado.
Yeah.
And took her out there.
Wow.
Well, she called me like 5 days later when shit was hitting the fan, you know.
Yeah.
And says, what's the plan to get her back?
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, because I had my kid's not in town.
Yeah.
I'm playing games.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I'm sitting on my couch for the majority of the time, you know. And figured out that I had to go get her before I couldn't, you
Wow.
know. And that before I left, I had booked a flight from Fort Lauderdale, and then one of the TSA screeners in Fort Lauderdale tested positive.
Wow.
So, and you know, at that time we're like, oh god, it's virulent. You know,
Oh, yeah.
it's outbreak.
Of
you know,
course,
or something.
yeah.
You know, so out of an abundance of caution, I drove the southern route out to Colorado, through Texas and up through New Mexico into Colorado, and then drove back across the Midwest way through Kansas and Missouri and all. It was fantastic.
I can only imagine.
Me and my kid, 10-year-old, and she's a great traveler. She is the best traveler in the
See, I
world.
have terrible kids for traveling.
Yeah, no. Mine will entertain herself and loves looking at stuff all over, you know.
Good.
Yeah. It was a really good time.
Sounds amazing. It really does.
It was
Yeah,
like
it does.
a memory for a lifetime,
Yeah,
you know.
and that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Good for you. We drive 2.5 hours to Orlando. My kids are like, this is taking forever. They're just like, shut up. You know. go and they're too old to go to sleep. Like, God, I miss my kids when they went to sleep.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
that's
man,
nice.
such a fun time.
That's just how I get her. Used to get her to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So, oh, if she's not going to sleep, throw her in the back of the car.
Yeah,
Drive
exactly.
drive around the block.
Of course.
And she's asleep.
Yep.
Yeah, I just called because I want someone else to go in. I'll check it down. I got rid of it.
Yeah, you move a card.
Oh, he got rid of the 4. That was a mistake, I think. Maybe. Nope. All right. Didn't matter. Chop it, chop it.
Chop it up. Chop it up.
Hey, what are they gonna do, Josh? Are they gonna get in the chopper?
This one you don't win.
Divide the pot evenly.
You like that, Matt? You like that? Oh, that was great. That was pretty good. I gotta say. Oh man, we've been waiting all day for that. Hey, Matt, did you see the hand before where 2 players had hockey sticks? Did you see that? We were thinking about you. We were thinking about you. Yeah, of course you have. Yeah. Oh man.
Now you see why I look. I'm sitting there with a pair, a flush draw, a straight draw, and a straight draw. I was here clutch.
But the thing is, he's betting.
No, I know. I was gonna put it in more, and I was finding checking.
Really enjoyed having Serge on the game. I'll be honest.
It was nice, yeah.
Serge is
for sure.
a shot in the arm for this game.
Seems like a very interesting gentleman.
Good player.
Don't look.
Just the kind of good player you want.
Yeah.
Hey, never look in that spot. I don't want to see
I don't ever look at that either. It wasn't even my hand. No, that wasn't my hand. That was Miss Deal.
That's my luckiest hands of the day right now.
Oh, shenanigans on the table today.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I did have something in there earlier today.
I was talking to Walter before the show. I went down to Del Rey. I've been I play beach volleyball. I want my kid to play beach volleyball. She's going to be tall.
She's
you
tall,
know.
yeah.
So I took her down there to play on the beach. Now they have a great beach setup down there.
Okay.
Casuarina Road in Del Rey. It's a block south of Atlantic.
Okay.
And 5 or 6 full courts, really taped off nice, looks good. And then we came back up and ate at Boston's.
Nice.
You know, it's right by the water. I gave her that. I said, Boston's or Luna Rosa, I could go. I love both of them. Yeah. And yeah, he's like, yeah, I live like a block away from there. I was like, yeah, okay.
Awesome.
So he really is from down there.
He seems very beach.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He seems like, you know, he's played volleyball before. You
Sure.
know. He seems like he hangs out at the beach. Probably hates the beach, knowing. that,
Now, yeah. We'll find out.
A lot of people ask that. Like, I've lived here my entire life. Like, oh, you must go to the beach all the time. I'm like, yeah, sure. Like
Let's say I do.
Like 7 years ago.
Right.
It's like somebody that lives in Orlando. You're like, oh, you must go to Disney World like every week. Like,
right.
I haven't been in 17 years.
Right. It's a proximity thing.
It is.
Because whenever I lived in my hometown, the beach was an hour away.
Yeah.
And we were there every weekend.
Yeah.
Every single weekend.
Yeah.
It was an hour drive.
Yeah.
But
I've
we were
been
there
more to
every
the
weekend.
beach in Daytona.
Yeah.
On vacation than I have been to the beach here in West Palm Beach.
Yeah, I believe it. Just one of them things.
And we take the kids, he'd be like, oh, this is so fun. I wish we lived near a beach.
We had the beach.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
Don't let them find
No,
out.
exactly.
Right. There's Marshall again. Hey, Marshall.
There he is. Got a good look.
Raised to 75.
I don't think there's going to be another dealer change.
No.
So fortunately, we won't have to see them Do another apple pineapple.
You're going to have to show me that video, and it's going to ruin the rest of my entire day.
Maybe the month, Mike. Maybe the
Probably,
month.
yep.
Told a joke to my dad, and he said, "Oh, it's awful.
Okay.
Can't wait."
We've got to hear it now.
It goes like this.
Okay.
I try to use the word mucho,
Mucho.
with my Spanish-speaking friends.
Oh, yeah.
It means a lot to them.
It means a lot to them. I like it. I feel like, oh, God.
It's a groaner. Oh.
I feel like I'm on the Jungle Cruise at Disney. I really do right now. It means a lot to them. Oh, man. That's
You're
good.
welcome.
That was classic. You know what? Tonight, when they tell me, hey, you got to go up on stage and entertain for like 30 minutes, I'm going to use that joke.
You got it.
I swear to God.
That's the way.
Everything else is going to be completely dirty and it's filthy, and you're not going to want to repeat it, but I'm going to use that joke. I'm going to ruin it, too.
Yeah.
I'm just going to just butcher the thing.
Good luck. Break
I like
a leg.
that. That's a dad joke right there.
Definitely a dad joke. When I got it, it was called the worst dad joke you've ever heard.
It's pretty bad.
It is.
Dad jokes are back, though.
They
They're
are
really
big
popular.
time. Yeah. Kimberly taking it down.
In the rush. In the rush.
Well, I get one every 30 minutes. One every new dealer change. And I chop it.
You're right. Chop it twice.
3 times.
3 times.
He's chopped the bomb pot 3
He
times.
does, yeah.
And is that the only hands he's won? I think it's the
maybe.
only hands he's won. Oh no, he had the ace king that one time.
Hey, I finally got something I can play.
There you go, buddy.
Raised to 50.
So it took me like 3 hours. I got my hand eye connection. I'm excited about that. Can you read again?
Taking a move out of the square dance caller's playbook there, raising with the suited connectors.
Where's Square Dance been? I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks.
No, I don't know.
Drive down here to full, that's for sure.
He was at the Kevin Farley show 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He played on the show here, and then him and his wife were at the comedy show. So maybe I'll see him there tonight.
Maybe.
Where'd I go with my money?
Alright. Got a lot of Canadians down there.
Yeah, you got some Canadians.
He built the walls on their own.
We're talking about the
Yeah,
geese
no
again.
shit. These fucking Canucks in line.
Oh, before we
Come down here.
before we offend an entire country,
Yeah.
let's just call it quits today, Josh.
I'm not against it.
It's been a fun day. It really
It
has.
has. It has.
We've had dad jokes. We've had puns. We've had horrible impressions. We talk a lot about life. Offended anybody from Idaho?
Sure.
Which,
by the way, I don't believe exists.
We still
I'm
don't
going to
know.
go on there.
Yeah. Until Tim tells me he's been, I don't think he's.
That's going to be my metric too, I think.
Yeah.
Make some, there's some Canadian scotch now. Canadian whiskey.
There's
All right.
Matt. Matt's back there too. There's Matt.
There's
There
Matt.
he is.
What's up, Matt?
There he is.
Thank you all for watching.
For Matt Fagan, Josh Alderman, James Thompson, Wendy Lynn, Skylar Will. My name is Mike Jameson. I hope you all have a great day. We're going to catch you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on twitch.tv/PBKC Poker for another No Limit Hold'em game, and be back on Saturday for PLO at 1 o'clock. I'll see you at the comedy show, and good night.